Hello everyone. How are you guys today? Hi, I'm Velvet, and we are going to be playing some Sims 4 today. That's what we're doing. We're doing a little diversion first. So we're going to do a couple of little tours just to finish off yesterday's shell tours for the flower bunny shell. I just had to remember what it was called. And also an apology in advance because I feel like I'm not very with it today, so I'm probably going to be saying dumb things. So, that's going to be fun. It's going to be great. So we're going to be just having a quick look at a couple of the builds that we didn't get to yesterday. And then we're going to get into some lovely building. I'm excited. We're going to be finishing off our big, large family home that we've been working on the last couple of streams on Wednesday. So it's going to be good. Hey, Vinny, welcome on in. Welcome on in. So we've been having like an interesting thing, right? So I'm just going to just quickly talk about something completely different. So the tour that we're going to be looking at, we're going to be looking at a couple of houses, one traditional tour, one not traditional tour. And Vinny has uploaded her house, right? Or uploaded their house. And this is the view that we've gotten in the gallery. So, I feel like this is not ideal. Hi, Shaz. Hi, Queen. How are you guys? Welcome on in. So, yeah, this is an interesting thing. Like, when you get a bad picture on the gallery, that sucks, right? You've been spent all this time on this fabulous build, and then you get a roof picture. When I first went and saved it on here, because I was just checking it on my version, because I've downloaded the build because we're going to tour it shortly. And this is the view that I got, right? So this is exactly the view that's up on the gallery. But then I noticed that if I change my camera view, so if I'm around here, no, it's probably not going to do it now, but I changed the camera view and it actually gave me a different picture, which was really interesting. Oh my god, I totally got a different picture before. Why is it doing this to me when I'm trying to show you guys the thing? Typical. But you can get different pictures. I noticed it because I was just playing around with the gallery with doing the shoot. And a different camera angle got me a different picture, but it's not doing it now, which is classic Sims. It's like, nah, we're not gonna do what you're gonna do. Anyway, I promise if you play around with it long enough, I think you might be able to get a different shot, but it's not doing it now, so that's cool. Thanks, game. Appreciate that. It isn't working for you either. I swear, like I got two different shots from the game from that, and then just when I go to show you, it's just like, nah, you are you're not gonna see these beautiful builds. It's just like, no. The gallery can definitely do some beautiful builds, duty. It's just like, what is up with that? Oh my gosh. So how are you guys today? You doing good? You doing good? I hope so. I'm okay. I don't know. I'm going to try and get it again. I'm going to prove that I can get it. I was going to take a picture of it too, just to prove that I could, but I was like, oh yeah, no, I'll be able to replicate this in game again. And no, I can't. Oh man. You're up at 3:30 a.m.? What were you doing up that early? Yucko. I mean, I'm sort of like awake and like asleep all night. That's just generally my thing. I'm just kind of, I don't often sleep right through the night. But yeah, I usually don't wake up that early or anything. You got to go shopping today or work the two kids? Ooh, yes. Excellent. So you're going to be building today, Shaz? Yay. It's amazing. You fell asleep early. Okay, well, that makes sense then. All right, let's have a look at this build. So we're going to do a traditional build, a traditional tour. So this is going to be Vinny's, and then we've got a little picture, sort of mini picture tour for Nonny's because that was the one that we couldn't place yesterday, and it just doesn't do it. I don't know, just doesn't work. So that's it. That's it. So we're gonna. They kindly took a few pictures for me, so we're gonna show those off instead. 4 to 5 hours a night is good for me as long as I get a nap in later. Oh, see, I'm not a napper. I can't nap. So yeah. 16 months! Holy moly! Wow. Congratulations to us. 16 months together, Nixie. I mean, it's been longer than that, but on Twitch. Oh boy. There's something to look for. Ooh, okay, Vinny. We'll get to that. Yeah, 16 months. Isn't that amazing? I'm going to dismiss this ad. I think I can. So hopefully that's dismissed that ad. And yeah, we can get this tour on. All right. So this is the next tour what we are doing, and it is via VelvettB Faye, and it's called the Personal Oasis. Please ignore that horrible gallery picture. I swear we can get a better one than that. Anyway, so this is called Personal Oasis. It's 1 bedroom, 1 bathroom. So welcome to the F Bunny Shell Challenge by VelvettB. It's egg hunting time. There's 12 Easter eggs hidden in this build. I was inspired by this challenge to use bright colors and plenty of flowers and foliage. This home is great for 2 Sims who like to throw pool parties and spend their days outdoors. Please use move objects on when placing, and this lot is made for the upper left lot near the water in Tomarang. Aww. Easter egg hunt. Okay, you guys have to help me. I'm not with it enough today to find things. Queen Ginger's got one too. Okay, well, we're actually going to be doing a couple of tours. More tours than expected. It's great. Okay, Queen Ginger. Woo! That is, yeah, I know that. That's, oh, never mind. I'm not able to process names, but I know whose daughter that is. I'm not processing names. I can't do it. I can't process names. Okay, Vinny, let's have a look at this beautiful house. I swear I can get a different picture of this. Oh, I'm determined to. I know I can do it. It did it for me earlier. Anyway, let's have a look. The egg hunt is hard for a few. Got to look closely in weird places, and there's 12 eggs. Okay. I'm going to fail that. I'm absolutely going to fail that. So, this is cool. I love the Moroccan feels of this, or the, you know, yeah, it's got like kind of Moroccan feels, but it does work like Southeast Asian as well. That's really pretty. I really need to do some more builds with the Oasis Courtyard kit. It is such a lovely kit. There's just amazing pretty items as well. Check the bottom of the pool. Okay, I will. But this is stunning with the blue and the white and the pretty flowers all around here as well. Look at those pretty flowers all around. Just the way that it's been, you know, all really precisely placed with the fencing. Oh, that's so pretty. Look at this with the fountains. Vinny, that's absolutely gorgeous. Ah, I love that with the graffiti wall painting. The mural, that's the word. The flowers are pretty. They really are. I never use this graffiti the mural. Seriously, I'm going to be a complete knob today. The mural in builds, and I love to see it there. That's such a cool idea. And then you can like create all this beautiful, all this beautiful graffiti art on the outside. That's such a cool idea. I'm going to keep an eye out for some eggs as well hidden around. Oh, look at the little lily pads in there. How adorable. This is beautiful. A good use of good use of blank space. Exactly. There's splatters on the ground in front of it. Oh yeah, there's 2. Look at that. Just gonna change the lighting. It's gotten cloudy. There we go. Should change eventually. And I love all the blue flowers coming around. Oh, look at that. You even painted the ceiling there. Love that. I mean, you look at this and you don't see the bunny really, do you? At all. So that's cool. All the plants there on the outside. Hey, is that an egg? No, that wasn't an egg. I thought it might be an egg. Oh. I love this little rooftop garden with the little dome too. That's so cute. And the fountain on the roof. That's such a neat idea. I've never thought of putting like a fountain on the roof, but it actually looks absolutely perfect in this build. And how good is that fencing with this build too, by the way? That is awesome. So pretty. Those plants work really nicely together, don't they? And look at all that. Oh, look at that lovely balcony space around here too. Ooh. Definitely very artsy. Like there's lots of art bits and pieces all around here, isn't there? Love that. And like the little flowers coming out of the vases. Aww. That's so cute. And again with the yellow and the blue. You tell me at the end where they all are. Okay. I'm guessing you're not holding out much hope that I'm going to find anything. I found one! Okay, keep count. My landscaping is nothing compared to the console simmer from yesterday. I'm on console, I could never. Yeah, queen. Absolutely amazing, right? I love it. Okay, I found one egg. That's fantastic. But I love how it just fits the landscaping really just fits the build. You know, it's really appropriate for the build and just the style, you know, the styling choices all work so nicely together. And I love the little lily pads in there. It's adorable. Thank you for keeping count, Shaz. There we go. Oh, look. He's naked. I'm sorry, guys. There's a naked man. Oh, shoot. You need to find the stuff in debug that's the same as the environment. Yeah. Something naked. Oh, shoot. Okay, I found another one. Just ignore the naked man. Look, another egg. Yeah, well, that's the thing. It's like it's always a challenge to find those things that really work with a build and just bring it all together. Like I love this wee outdoor kitchen area. That's beautiful. he's having a little naked sunbathe, okay? I'm not sure what he's doing. But is he having a good time? He's really enjoying the build as is appropriate. So, you know, all good. I love this little outdoor kitchen and just like the little canopy. And I actually really love this beautiful filigree clear roof as well as one of my very favorites. Just because it's so pretty. And all of this flooring is just gorgeous, isn't it? Oh, ads! Oh man, I can't snooze that one either. Darn it. Okay, and then we've got the beautiful pool. So that's the egg that we found. Hey, I absolutely love this. The way that you've done the half wall around the pool is absolutely stunning. Yeah, I'm stealing that idea. Photo. That's gorgeous, Vinny. You have to push play. You know what, I'm gonna make him put some clothes on. Because, you know, this is a little bit rude. We're trying to do some tours and he's just like sitting there naked. I don't mind if you wear your swimwear, mate. Just put some clothes on, okay? Yeah, that half wall idea is amazing. You want to be on that pool lounger with the margarita? Oh, that sounds so good, doesn't it? And then you've got the beautiful waterfalls coming down and you're just on the pool lounger and it's just like, oh yeah. Having a margarita. You can place small stuff on the half walls and you love them. Yeah, that's an awesome idea. I can see that with the candles around there. That's okay. Yeah, thank you for putting clothes on, my friend. Okay, I've been told to check the bottom. Aha! There is one at the bottom of the pool. Look. Sneaky, sneaky. That's so cool. Oh, good call, Shaz. Good call. I did check the bottom of the pool. Yeah, I absolutely love that half wall idea. That looks amazing. It's a great way to just, you know, create a little enclosed pool effect. And just, I imagine with all the candles and stuff around, we will check it out at nighttime as well. So, just see all the lights and stuff in action. But that's beautiful. Yeah, I'm on 3. You were just joking about that? I found one at the back door and then one up on the balcony. Oh, that's hilarious. I just find that really funny that that's actually what you did. Sneaky Vinny. This is utterly gorgeous. Like it really is like an oasis. Just it's a kind of a house where you would just find peace and you would just be chill and it would be yeah, just like you know, so beautiful. And like the big clock on the outside and just all the details here on the outside as well, like with the little planters and the choice of tile on the flooring and everything. It all works so beautifully together. And I think that's why it works so nicely. It's lovely, lovely, lovely. I just adore that tile all around the place. It's just so pretty. Wow, let's take a look inside. I want to see what you did inside. Yeah, the pool looks amazingly tranquil. I would hang out there all day. No wonder he was in the nude because he was so relaxed. He was like, I'm taking my clothes off and I'm going to chill. So, yeah, that's what we did. That's what he did. Let's take a look inside. Wow. You know what you've done really nicely here, Vinny, is that you've pulled back and you haven't just filled every single space. Like you've let the stuff just kind of stand on its own. And I think sometimes that can be really effective. And I feel like when you've got so much pattern going on, and I can see an egg above the kitchen area, when you've got so much pattern going on, I feel like that's in a really effective way just to have like an impactful area. And just like that whole dining area going in there is just like, you know? Yeah. And you did the ceiling. You did do the ceilings. That's amazing. It's a Moroccan palace inspired and they have big open spaces. Yeah, that totally works. Totally works. So yeah. Egg up there. I see you. I see you, little eggy. Let's have a look. So, oh, this is so lovely. Wow, you definitely want to have money to own this house. I feel like it's not a cheap house. When I looked at it, I think it was about 170,000, I think. So, you know, not too bad as far as price, but it just looks like it's rich and wealthy. And I love that dark blue choice. That's gorgeous. Also, I never use those curtains, but they look really good there. I just never find, it's not that I don't like them, it's just, I just never quite find a use for them. But that's a really good use for them. That one was supposed to be one of the hardest eggs. There's a shelf that's not showing the egg was supposed to be harder to find. Oh. Let's see. Sometimes it's the camera, sometimes it's the... Oh, yeah, there it is. Whoopsies. I would have seen that because I can see the pink. But yes. Now there's a shelf. Yay! Sometimes it's just the camera doing the camera things, you know? It likes to do that. And a lovely thing. I just love how you've gone really simple with it. But, you know, this is just beautifully placed. No, not deleted. Just the camera doing the camera things. And can I just say, what a perfect choice of art for that section. Just with the blues and the yellows and the whites. Perfect. Perfect choice. I love it. And yeah, just the open space just really works in here. Oh, how good does that work? That deluxe, the decor to the max console. It took me a second. Just, if I pause, it's just I'm trying to get my brain to work. Nasina, hello, come on in. How are you? We're just finishing off the tours from yesterday. We've got a couple to do today, so we're going to do that, and then we're going to get into some building. The blue and gold painting, yeah, perfect for that section, right? And then you've got, like, you go around that corner a little bit, and you can sort of see another one of those consoles, and it's just, the colours, so pretty. You're about to shower? Ooh, guess who's about to get naked as well? We've had so much nudity on this stream already, and we've only been going for a few minutes. All the nudity. Wow, I love this like kitchen and like you got the little different sections of things. So you know you got your like little coffee area over here, which is really pretty, and then you've got your lovely cooking area there, and I love all the plants. And look, some dishes in the sink. Woo! Love it. And all the beautiful plants in there. So lovely. So lovely. And the egg. And the egg. I tend to shower naked. Oh yeah, I do shower naked. I'm just saying that we've already had some nudity on stream today, so you know, it's just kind of interesting that you were all like naked. I'm getting naked, everybody. Oh, swimsuits in in Nix's house. And I love that flow because that flow there, you go from the kitchen in here and then you can go outside and then you got a second kitchen out here. You're gonna take a bath after that, honey. More nudity. It's all of the nudity. Everybody's getting naked in here. And I just love how open it is. It's so pretty. So pretty. But I don't know how many people have seen oh no, me trying to think of names again. Shoot. Uh oh, what's it called? Damn it, there's a comedy show. And in the comedy show, one of the guys is just like he has like a phobia about being naked, so like he bathes and stuff in his jean shorts. And it has Jason Bateman in it, and I cannot think of names today. My brain is just useless. No names. But anyway, yeah, that was the actual thing where he would just bathe in his jean shorts and stuff and he couldn't actually get naked. Yeah, Jason Bateman's amazing. I love Jason Bateman as well. What I can't remember the show. I'm sure it starts with A, but and it's like a family. It's really dysfunctional. Anyway, yeah, that was the whole thing. So that's what Nixie's saying. She likes to bathe in a swimsuit. That's what it kind of reminded me of. Oh, cow skull plant. I mean, cow skull. No, yeah, cow plant skull. That's what I was trying to say. Very badly. This is so lovely. Oh, and it's a TV. It took me a second. It's like, yeah, that's a TV because it's not just a painting, it's TV. Also, light switches, all the dimmers. I love that. In there. It's just so pretty and just so, like, oh, lovely. Alright, I see another one. How many am I up to now? Is that 5? I'm doing all right. I don't think I'm going to find all 12, but, I'm going to do my very best. Ah, it's gorgeous. And I like how you've repeated things throughout and just so it's, all... Because that's what you do in houses, right? If you're buying a whole lot of furniture, you're kind of repeating it throughout your house. So that kind of makes sense. 5, yeah. You always add light switches and shoes. Yes. Arrested Development. That's it. I knew it started with A. Arrested Development. Yeah. One of the brother-in-laws, has a phobia against being naked. So, yeah, that's who it is. You Googled. I knew it started with A, and then it goes out into the art. So, again, just like that flow. So this is like an art area inside, and then you got the art area outside. So that's really cool flow with that. All very artsy. And then we've got a section in here. Ooh, I love the teal. That's so pretty. Somebody's got the sleek bathroom kit. Oh, look at this. The walk-in bath area. Hello. Oh, I love this because I love the way that you've done the tile, like the plain wallpaper here, and then you go in here, and then you've got the area with the tile. How good is that? Oh, Shaz, you're going to love the sleek bathroom kit. It is amazing. Just so good to build with. Oh, I love this like walk-in bathing area. So we've got the shower, you've got the doodads, you've got the bath, you've got some towels. Yeah, I really love the way that you've done plain wall tile wall. That's awesome. Yeah, the wet area. That's it. Oh, that's the kitchen backsplash tiles. Oh, yeah. It is too. You're smart. Oh, the Riviera Retreat kit. Yes. Excellent. So you're going to be able to do some really cool bathrooms and you're going to do some really cool pool areas. Aha! Found another one. Yee! Halfway there. I think I'm pretty sure I've missed like a lot, but anyway. Not too bad. Yeah, pool areas. I think you're going to have fun with that. I loved building with those grotto rocks. They're an absolute delight. And that's what Vinny had outside. Okay. Beautiful. Oh, look, the little cow plant above the clock. I like how you've used that as a shelf. That's a cool idea. And this table here, the decor to the max table. The navy blue that you've used throughout this just works so perfectly here. Aha, found another one. Hello there, Iggy. Okay, I think I'm up to 7. Was there an egg behind the chair? Floor down. Oh, which chair? Hello there, Rain. I'm hunting under the chairs. We found that one already. I don't think so. Oh yeah, we found that one already. I know it's a real shame we don't have more navy stuff. I actually have that problem as well. Like whenever I'm building and I want to use navy, I mean there's a few wallpapers and stuff, but the items in the game are really limited in navy, so it's actually quite a tough color to use. Yeah, I definitely agree on that. I find it quite tough to use as well, and I love like these little like patches of flowers. Oh, I found another one. 8. Yay! Found one. I think I'm probably going to be screwed on the last ones, but you never know. Oh, here's another one. 9! Ooh, the colors in this room. Sorry, it's on the 3rd floor, so it's a little bit harder to control the camera. If you're wondering why I'm zooming around. Yeah, look at this. Oh, that's such a lovely choice for this room, that painting there. And I feel like this has like a little touch of, it's been quite yellow and blue throughout the rest of the build, but this feels like it's got a touch more of orange about it, which is neat. I just love that little switch. I mean, it's a very small switch, but it does change the complexion and like the little items that you've used in the room. It's so sunny and pretty. Oh, I think that's about the limit for what I'm going to find for the eggs. So that's not too bad. It's better than I thought I'd do. That's lovely. I love the choice of paintings and artwork and just how you've really collated the build and brought it together. That's awesome. And more painting on the ceiling. That was up for upstairs, wasn't it? Okay, let's have a look on the outside, and then we're going to get the full reveal of where the rest of the eggs are. So I think I'm missing 3 eggs, right? Ah, I hadn't forgotten. I hadn't forgotten. We're going to look at the outside and check it all out. Let me check pics and I'll tell you which one I missed. Okay, cool. So yes, so we've got like the beautiful fireflies around at night time, and that's so lovely and peaceful. I'm just in love with this pool area with the fireflies above it, and all the candles and all the string lights around it. Yeah, aren't they gorgeous? I think that pool is just utterly stunning. That's my favorite part. It's just gorgeous. Gorgeous. There's one in the landscaping by the little pond on the front left. Okay, I'm going to have to turn to daytime, I think, to find those. But let's have a quick look around at nighttime, because that's really pretty. And, sometimes lighting does come into into play at night. And then you go around the side and you've got all the fountain lights around here with the lit up water spouting up. A little bit spouting, some more of the beautiful fireflies coming around. There we go. Sometimes when I take pics, it pauses the game. So if you're wondering about that, it's fantastic. And then all the lights around here as well. And up there. Yeah, it's really nice. Really nice windows, right? The Oasis courtyard kit. I think it's a very specific style, so I find it is a little bit harder to use, but there's some absolutely gorgeous stuff in there. Like, I love that spandrel, I love the columns, I love the tiles. I mean, they're all very pretty, but, you've got to have that specific kind of build happening for it to really work. But, yeah, absolutely stunning at night as well. Oh, what an oasis. I'm going to turn it to daytime, though, in build mode, and we're just going to find the rest of the eggs. Because I don't want to munt up my sim. Aha! Well, that was tricky. Jeez, Vinny. And there's one behind the mini tree at the path leading to the front door. It's on the right side near the edge of the lot. Oh, yeah, I see it. Okay, that's 2. Last one. And there's one at the feet of the statue in the garden near the fountain. Okay. Aha! There it is. 10, 11, 12? Yes. Good job on hiding those eggs. Those were hard ones outside. Oh, boy. Wow. If you guys would like to check out this build, please ignore the gallery picture. Won't do it again. Stupid game. It's proving me to be a liar, and I'm not a liar. I did get a different picture, I swear. Anyway, this is Personal Oasis by Vinny MB Faye, up on the gallery now. And it's 1 bedroom, 1 bathroom on a 40 by 30 lot. Absolutely stunning. So well done, Vinny. Thank you so much. That was gorgeous. So thank you. Absolutely stunning. Loved that. And we do have another one, and this has been put together by Queen Ginger. So let's put this in a lot. I'm just going to go into the right mode. We'll have a wee look. Yeah, I love the style and attention to detail as well. That was great, and just the way that you got the flow happening with the build too. You know, the indoor-outdoor flow was, you know, fantastic. So this is Sabrina's daughter. I'll just check that there isn't on the specific lot. I don't think so. And yeah, Queen Ginger, fabulous. I was like, you please don't stuff out on me. Please be kind. Oh, this is a haunted house residential. Oh, yes. This should be interesting. So while that's low, well, before we get into doing that one, we're just going to have a quick look at Nonnie's build as well. So this is the one that we couldn't place. This is by Nonnie Mip. Somebody Loves Flowers. Now, unfortunately, this build seems to be corrupted, so we can't get this one to work. I did chat with Nonnie about it briefly, and yeah, unfortunately, they couldn't get it to place either, or re-upload it. So we will take a wee look at it just via a few pictures. So this is the outside here, and this is a small business venue. And I created this small business for the F Bunny Shell Challenge. This flower shop florist is equipped for classes in flower arranging and gardening. Stands to sell plants and arrangements, as well as kids' craft area upstairs. Full of bunny decorations, it's a perfect way to spend a spring day in North Haven. Screenshot in the gallery image is taken from the side of the store. See the second image for a better idea of what the build looks like from the front. There we go. Yeah, it's a shame about this build. Oh, don't even stress about starting the new one. It's still a month away for the new shell shares. So yeah, don't even worry about it. You got plenty of time. So yeah, this is a florist shop, a flower shop, florist shop, which is pretty cool. So it's got the 3 levels there, lots of pretty greenery and everything there, which I think is gorgeous. And I do have a few pictures. So let's just have a quick look at those. And there we go. So this is the outside here. So you can sort of see we've got the florist symbol there. We've got like lots of cool little greenery and a lovely big bunny with a flower in its mouth. I love that they've sized up this greenery here too. That's a cool idea. I like that. And then, you know, you have that outdoor greenery on the outside. So, you know, you get those little touches of florist and floral. Yeah, it's so cool. And then, so this is looking on the inside. So this is kind of like the classroom area. So you've got the different bonsai trees there, and you've got the blackboard and the seating, cute little seating area there, which is nice. And the flower arranging tables there too, which I think is really cool. Yeah, I love the use of the roofs on the outside as well. I'm probably going up there. And this is the other side of the board. So we've got like the little floral stands, you know, so you can sell your floral arrangements and bits and pieces. I actually have run a flower shop with as a small business venue, and it works really nicely. So can I say it's a really good business for a small business. And then this is a little creative area for the kiddies. So, you know, it's kind of like your little nursery slash, yeah, keep the kids busy area, which I think is cute. And then over here, look, more of the Easter eggs there. I love how everyone sort of embraced that Easter egg, the Easter sort of theme too, which is kind of the idea. You know, the flower bunny is the representation of Easter within the game. So, yeah, I really appreciate that everyone sort of leaned into that. I thought that was a lot of fun. It's a cute little area there. And then another little play area for the kids with the bunny, and you've got the little dollhouse there. So lots of fun. You found 8 eggs. Good job. And then we've got like a little sort of gardening section again, like some more of the display stands for selling some of the floral arrangements. And I love all the greenery on the wall. I thought that was really cool. And also all the gardening stuff up on the stands. That actually I really thought was really clever because, you know, not only do you want to buy the flowers, perhaps you want to build buy the items that you can, you know, create the flowers and your flower beds with. So it's like your fertilizer and your pots and your sprays and things like that. So I thought that was actually a really smart idea in a flower shop to add those sort of items. So I really like that. I thought that was really cool. And then last pick, and then that's sort of like the downstairs looking. So you kind of got the downstairs there, and then this is the upper level there with all the sort of the kids stuff. Oh, you got the scout board as well, which is cool. So I think that's really fun. So that build is by Nonny Mip, but unfortunately it is not able to be down like placed, unfortunately. So, which is a darn shame, you know. I don't know why the gallery did that. And boo gallery, boo. But Nonny's a great builder, so go check out their stuff on their profile if you get the chance. And it's called Some Bunnies. Some Bunny Loves Flowers, which I thought was adorable. Yeah, it was a nice one, and I'm sad it couldn't be used as well. I was, yeah, just disappointed, you know, all that effort to go into, you know, creating the build, and we don't get to tour it properly, but we got a little bit of a tour. So thank you, Nonny, for providing the pictures. I really appreciate that. Thank you. So at least we got a little bit of a picture tour. So I thought that was nice. Okay, and this is the last build in our fabulous flower bunny shell tours. And we're going to go a little bit daytime. At least our Sim's got his clothes on, so that's a bonus, you know, starting out really nice. It's almost Rain's birthday. Oh no, there's a cow plant. Rain, don't get eaten. Okay, so this is by Queen Ginger 30, and Is Cream Bun Bun is the name of this, which I think is fantastic. And this is a haunted house residential. This looks like a lot of fun. So this build is based on the character Is Cream from the YouTube show Chicken Nugget. This is both cute and creepy. Mind the cow plant and the evil gnomes. I love that. That's awesome. So let's have a look. So we've got our little bun bun in place. It's a little white bun bun. Yeah, it does sound fun, right? I love the fun idea of it. That's so cool. Yes, there we go. I was going to say, I think we're missing something near the ears. So we've kept our little bunny in place. Again, I just was so surprised with how many people kept their bunnies. I love it. And I love how this bunny has like kind of an evil vibe about it, because it's kind of got like red eyes and it's got like this emo kind of fringe coming down with the flowers. I think that's so cool. And also the cow plant out front is just, yeah, there's like danger, danger. Danger, danger. I love all the little bits of landscaping though. That's really pretty. With the, you know, the cacti, and it's kind of almost got desert feels with the landscaping, which I think is really cool. But yeah, the cute little flowers on the outside, and we'll try and keep, don't eat that cake. Don't eat that cake, Rain. Yeah, don't think about it. He's going to eat that cake. I feel like he will eat. Oh, he will, like, yeah. He's going to do it, isn't he? I'm going to see what happens. I'm not going to interfere, but suspicious circumstances. We'll have a quick look at it at night time as well, and just see how it all looks when the creepy little specters and stuff come out. But I love the choice of the white stone on the outside. It's really nice, and just the landscaping is lovely. Such prettiness. The cake equals yucky. Audrey too. Yes, Audrey too. Audrey. I'm just going to try and spin around a little bit. There we go. There we go. Spinning around. Ooh! Oh, trapped under trees. There we go. And you can sort of see the lanterns on the trees and the beautiful landscaping. We've got like a lovely little outdoor area and some gardening as well. Perhaps to breed some more cow plants. I don't know, is breed the right word for a cow plant? Or is it grow? It's really grow, isn't it? You're not really breeding them. Yeah, it's more growing. I love those lantern trees as well. I hardly ever use them, but they're really lovely. They actually inspired an idea in the build that I'm working on at the moment, because I was like, ooh, so I got like the fig tree from the businesses and hobbies pack, and I added like lights hanging down off that, and it actually looked really cool. So yeah, it's like a cherry blossom. I love the cherry blossom trees. They're gorgeous. Ooh. So yeah, I really like the white with the pink. That's really cute. And we've got some more outdoor bits and pieces here as well. And like the, ivy growing up the side of the wall. I love how the color kind of just pops against the white. I think that's really nice. And going down there. Whee! Hello there, flower bunny. Rain, don't eat that. Actually, he's probably going to be... My cheats aren't coming up again. I have to work out how to fix that. Might be because reshade is outdated. Huh. So like if I push Control-Shift-C, my cheat bar isn't coming up. So, you know, that's a slight problem. There we go. Alright, he was stuck. I was just trying to unstick him. Rainbow, how are you? Come on in. We're just doing the a quick couple of tours before we do a bit of building. We had a couple more tours to do today. Yeah, my game is being a pain still. So sometimes if I'm downloading stuff from the gallery, it does weird things. So when I restart it, it'll probably be fine. But it's just when I download stuff from the gallery, and after that, my game is just balked in a way. Yeah. We're doing Queen Ginger's tour at the moment. We've just finished touring Vinny's, as well as having a quick look at Nonny's as well. Nonny's, unfortunately, we weren't able to place, but they were able to send me a few pictures that we were able to show off, which was nice. Ooh, I love the black and the red in here. It feels kind of vaguely creepy. But I love the combo of black and red. Oh my gosh, look at that evil gnome up there. No, evil gnome. Yes, Victorianish. Yeah, you're right. It has got those Victorian kind of vibes, doesn't it? I think it's that spooky, the Paranormal Stuff Pack wallpaper. It really does sort of give that sort of like touch of Victorian, as well as the lights, I think, around the place too. Yeah, I know, right? And then you've kind of got like a interesting skullish plant there, and then like this painting here. It's like, I feel like all is not well in this house. How are you today, Rainbow? Are you getting on all right? Having a good evening? All is well, I hope. Okay, let's have a wee peek in here. Oh, indoor garden. Well, that's neat. And I like that little combo of using the pots with like as planters as well. And look, we've got a little open roof over that area too. Oh, that's nice. Ooh, very handy. You're doing some building while you hang out and stream? Very nice. We're going to do some building very shortly as well. I'm excited about. We're going to try and finish Nissa's house that we've been working on. We've got a little bit of decorating to do. But I thought we'd do the last couple of tours first. And wow, I love the red. That's pretty. A little bit of plant life in there. Love it. Such a cute house. I'm just really curious about how this looks when it's all like nighttime and the haunted aspect comes into it. Oh, and we've changed colors up here, so we've gone with sort of like a berryish kind of pink. Ooh, very pretty. Oh, they've done the ceilings. Yay! Glowing little cactus. Okay, what's in this door? Love the light in the bathroom. Yeah, that was nice, wasn't it? Oh! No! This is a seance room. Oh, no! It's the creepy painting that comes to life. And we've got the seance. We've got an urn. We've got a guy with a chainsaw. And we've got this lit up creepy gnome. Oh, no. Oh, boy. Okay. Jason. It might be Jason. Oh, man. No offense, Queen Ginger, but I don't want to live in this house. It's too creepy for me. You've done a great job constructing it, but I don't want to live here. Too many evil gnomes. This is cute. I love this pink bathroom. And like with the tones of the pinks and the purples, that's really adorable. Really, really nice. I really like the way that the tones have been done with those towels and how they match with the rug and the rest of the room. And then you've got the mirror as well. That's a cute room. Yeah, some nice tiles, right? Nice choice of color. And I think that works really nicely. I love that, all that tonal stuff. Good job. Good job. Uh-oh, I'm all turned around. I went in there. Okay, that's our evil room. We don't want to go back in there. No. Stay away. It's like a combination of evil and cute somehow. Such a fantastic combination. And we've got a cute little office here. Oh, all the lovely Pride stuff. And we've got our cute little comfy gamer kit stuff. Love it. Oh, that's adorable. Okay. Very cute. Yeah, there's a very big juxtaposition between absolutely adorable like this, and then you go into the summoning room, and then it's just like creepy ass. Yeah, it is. It's evil cute, absolutely, and did say that in the description that it was going to be evil cute, and I think it's absolutely capturing that. How cute is that with the bunnies and the little table? I love the swatch of bed. Like this swatch here is just gorgeous. I wish we had that swatch in like with a different actual bed though, but it's still a really nice swatch. It's just me being fussy about my beds. Best of both worlds is like eek and then ah. Yeah, those little side tables are from Pastel Pop. I like those as well. They're really adorable in sort of like, you know, your cutesy kind of rooms. So I think that's kind of perfect for it. And I love the way that they've done the archway going through here. That's cute. So you kind of got like, yeah, again, the juxtaposition between cute and kind of creepy. Like that guy on the cover there is kind of creepy. You don't have that pack. Ah, Pastel Pop is a really nice pack. If you like doing sort of cutesy rooms and pastels and stuff, it's absolutely perfect for that. And then we got like a lovely walk-in wardrobe. Fantastic. Aw, that was really cool. And it delivered on the fun, I think. I think it really delivered on the fun. So that was, we're going to look at it at night, but yeah, that was based on the character Ice Cream for the YouTube show Chicken Nugget. So, and that's by Queen Ginger 30. You guys interested in that, but I'm just going to skip forward time a little bit. And we'll see what happens at night time. Oh no, I don't want to go to the romance festival. Gah. Whoops. We're going to have a quick aside. We're going to go to the romance festival quickly. We're not. I'm going to go straight home. Yeah. I didn't read that phone call properly. And, you know, next thing you know, I'm at a romance festival. It was a cool build. Like, it was a lot of fun. You do that travel thing all the time by accident. Yeah, where you're not really paying attention. You're like, oh, okay, good, whatever, just go away. Oh, the cow plant died. It was always going to happen. And then at night, we should have like some spectres coming out, I think. But we might, because I fast forwarded time, they might not come out. All the little fireflies around the place on the outside. Very firefly friendly, this stream. I don't know if we're going to have all the spooky haunted things coming out. That's okay. It was a cute build. Yeah, like oops, missed. Okay. Hopefully building will be okay. So thank you very much, Queen Ginger. That was fantastic, and thank you to everyone that took part in the Shell Challenge tours. That was amazing. I loved it. It was so good. And we're going to go over to my build save. We're going to build some building now. We've got Nissa's build. Hopefully Nissa's put some clothes on and is no longer naked. Where was I building? In here. Oh dear. You know what? I'm gonna have a cola. I don't have mum juice today. I've got a cola today. I'm actually trying to not drink much mum juice anymore. So I'm having cola instead. So there we go. So this is the house that we are currently working on. This is our work in progress house, and this is being built for Nasena. Nasena cashed in her 50,000 channel points over on Twitch, and that means that she gets me to build her a house, and this is the house that we're building. she didn't give me much in the way of instructions or guidelines. So there you go. I'm kind of got a little bit of freedom to move around, and we've got some lovely laundry just sitting in the middle of the floor. Thank you very much, Rain. Enter build mode. So we've done everything on the outside. I'll just see if I can get some good lighting. It's about as good as I'm getting. So this is the outside here, and it's going to be a 3-bedroom something bathroom, probably 2-bathroom house at this point. So it's kind of all the bedrooms are down on the bottom floor. That's what Nis wanted, and I need to fix that up. So I'll fix that up. There's probably a few things that I need to fix up, but that's all right. So yeah, so we've got kind of our outdoor area here. There's like a hobby shed in here, which I think is really cool. So we've got our little pottery area, flower arranging and woodworking in there, as well as pumpkin carving and a scout board. So we've got our little activity shed, and we've got like basketball hoops and gardening. So we've got our bees and insects, and we've got a fire pit area, which I think is neat. And we've got our lovely pool area, which, you know, get in there, have a nice time in there. And last stream we decorated the master bedroom, so in there, and one of the the bathroom there, and we've got the nursery in here, and then this is the master bathroom. Okay, see you when you're back, Shaz. So master bathroom in here, really like the bath idea, which I think is cute. And then we've got our lovely bright kids room in here with the pinks and the greens. And lots of pretty lights. So that's what we've kind of been building, and we're going to work on our living room, dining, kitchen, and our hobby rooms upstairs. So probably a bathroom. Oh yeah, we've done the bathroom upstairs as well. So 2 hobby rooms and an upstairs lounge, as well as the kitchen, dining, living. That's what we're working on. Let's just get stuck straight into it. And there's a little bit of plant through the wall, which I disapprove of very heartily. I don't like plants through the wall, so no. So yeah, let's go see what we're going to do. Now, I don't have any pack limitations on this, so I can use whatever packs I like. Well, there's 2 pack limitations. I can't use the 2 party packs. Aside from that, I can use whatever packs I want. I was just kind of thinking maybe we go a dark blue on this, but I don't know if we really have a really nice dark blue counter. Like, I don't think that's a really... I don't love these counters. They look like they've got a raw seam down, and then there's this dark blue, which again I don't like that particularly. And then we've got those, but I'm thinking maybe I can do white and we can do some dark blue features or something. That might be quite nice. So alright, so we'll try the life and death ones and see if I like those. And I'm thinking like if we can, like a dark blue tile in behind it. So we'll sort of see how we go there. But I don't think it'll take too long just to finish these main areas. We've done a good chunk of it. It'll be nice. And then Nis can have her lovely, lovely house. So what have we got in the way of blue tiles? Let's check it out. Or blue anything in behind here. Oh, we can go dark blue. I think it's just the wrong kind of dark blue. Just needs to be that little bit lighter. Actually, that one might work. What else we got? Ooh, we could do the new subway tile. We've done that in the bathrooms. That actually could work quite nicely. Although I did like the dark blue. The slightly darker one was quite nice. And then we've got that one there. It's just not a really good blue. It's I don't know. It's just not really blue, you know? I like the first choice. I think this one here. It's a little brighter, but I think it looks quite nice. And then we can add in some beautiful curtains over the top of those windows. That'll work a treat. I do love these curtains that we got from Growing Together, and I think there's one that's quite similar that we got with the Cozy Bistro kit as well. They're both really nice curtains and great for across the windows in kitchens, which is what you want. There we go. I'm surprised I was able to free place those, actually. Quite often the curtains can be a little bit fussy. There is ways around it, but they can be quite fussy. And we'll have a dishwasher, because this is going to be a house that Nis is going to be playing in. So I've been really conscious with making this as play friendly as I can get it. It's not all about just making a pretty build. It's about making a build that is playable as well. So that's kind of what my intentions were with this. I might go different. Oopsie. Different color. Oh, maybe we can go like the artist studio kit. Different color. The blue. I like that. I love this planter. I think it's really pretty. It's one of my faves, gotta say. Thank you very much, Artist Studio Kit. Some bread. What else we got? I don't want to, as I said, I don't want to clutter it up too much. I really want to make this as usable as I can. So it just, I do want to make it look like it is a little lived in though. Like, you know, they're kind of halfway through doing a few things. Perhaps. Ooh, not far enough back. It's okay, we can get a little closer. Nope. I think that might do it. There we go. And then you get your brief thingy in there and there. And I think that, you know, I feel like Nis is going to be making sure her Sims work hard. So we're going to put a coffee maker in there because, well, also Nis likes coffee. So I feel like that makes sense. Going to have some lovely coffee in there. Pretty, 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 pretty. And you know what I want to do? I haven't used these herbs in a while because I haven't been building with a Blooming Rooms kit. I've been doing so many limited pack builds, but it's nice every now and then to just really spread your wings and use all of your things. But these lovely herb planters, I love these, and I think they're just great in the kitchen. You know, just adding your little herby touches. You know, fresh herbs. It's nice when you're cooking. I wish I could use more fresh herbs when I'm cooking, but to be honest, the whole maintenance of the fresh herbs is my problem. I just don't want to maintain them. So, you know, that's a me problem. It's like, fresh herbs, they're fantastic, but do I want to grow them and maintain them? No, I don't. So it's just like, oh well. Dried herbs it is. What's the other one? I wanted a cool kitchen as well. The best wall kitchen stuff is with those 2 packs. Oh, you know what? I'm so excited about the kitchen clutter kit that's coming out. And it's supposed to be arriving 1st of May. So thank you, Nixie, for mentioning that. So if you guys have been looking forward to the kitchen clutter kit, 1st of May is the apparent date. They don't really give us dates for kits, which really peeves me off because, you know, I would like to be able to organize my schedule around that because I like to do first looks at the different kits. It's not going to work. So I really am excited about the kitchen clutter kit. The other one that we're getting is Restoration Workshop, which is a bit of a mystery one. I don't have room for the 2. So I'm not quite sure what that's going to be about. And then we're also getting the Golden Years kit, which is the Elders kit, which I am at this point assuming is going to be Cass. I don't see it being anything else other than Cass. But yeah, the Restoration Workshop kit, I really have no idea what that's going to entail. So that's going to be quite interesting. You need more kitchen clutter in your life? Yes. So do I. I get so sick of the kitchen clutter we have, and I feel like I'm always just using the same things in kitchens. and having some more clutter, like if it would be like some more wall clutter, that would be absolutely outstanding. I'd be so there for that. So it's like, yes, please, give me more, give me more. Ooh, I wonder if the navy would work there. It would, but the white looks better. It would, but the white looks better. Okay, and then I have to remember to put the light switches in as well. Thank you. It's building a lovely little kitchen area here. Put some olive oil in. It's as wide as that goes. It's a cute little kitchen. Yeah, but very excited about that. Restoration workshop. I've sort of seen a few theories around. I don't know. I really don't know until we get that one what we are going to be getting. I would love if it is restoring old furniture and stuff. I think that would be absolutely amazing. But I kind of feel like that's not going to be what we're going to get. I think it's just going to be like a kit of maybe secondhand things, maybe. Although I'd love that as well. I feel like we would need that sort of thing in the game. So not opposed to that at all. Keep with the blue. And then I think we'll put some kitchen islands in as well. Have a breakfast area. Oh yeah, we'll have that as a hall area coming in. Do I want to do that like separate out? Do I want to block that off? Maybe. Actually. I like how I'm building this in medium wall height. It's really not my favorite wall height to build with, but I feel like it just worked for the house. Okay, and then we can come in there, entrance in there, come in here, and then this will be like the breakfast bar area. I might just get rid of that. Dun, 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 don't know if I want to continue the tile across. We'll see. Probably don't. I don't think, but yeah, I don't. So yeah, it's going to be interesting to see what those kits are. And again, getting 3 at once, that's a lot, right? It's really a lot of kits all at once. We've just, how many kits have we had so far this year? So we've had 5 in January, and then we had another 2 in April, so that's 7, plus another 3 coming. So we've had 10 in the first 5 months of the year. We've had 10 kits. When I put it like that, that's a lot of kits, right? I'm not crazy, just thinking that's a lot of kits. Wow. Yeah. I don't know how many kits we got last year, but it feels like a lot more than last year. Like they're really upping their kit game for sure. Because yeah, it does seem like a lot more than what we've had previously. I'm not complaining, but it's also, that's a lot, you know? I like them, but it does get like quite expensive when you're doing all that. I know you don't have to buy everything, but I do have to buy everything, so so it's like, no, I don't have to buy everything, but yes, I do have to kind of buy everything. Oh, you have to refresh the page? Yeah. You have to do that from time to time, eh? Do I want to have, you know, it constantly drives me bananas how big these ends are. I just wish they were a little bit, because they don't, like, when you bring them in, they don't really match properly either. It really irritates me. Maybe we could have a half end like that. And yeah, the way that kitchen islands don't match with the actual counters either. Again, one of those little things in the game that just irritates me. Like this end for the kitchen island is just so much bigger than the end for the counters. It's like, why? Why couldn't they be the same size so we can match them? I'm gonna go a different way, and we're gonna put in a bar. Yeah, it really is a pain. Like, why can't it just match? You know? So many questions that I have. Ooh, the what is it? The Casanova Cave bar? Doesn't that work so nicely with these counters? Oh ho. If I move that across there, that might work. Okay. All right, and then we can do like a little island on the end of that. I think I figured it out. But yeah, it's just one of those things that really drives me bananas in the game is just how mismatched the kitchen islands are with the kitchen counters. It's just like, well, you know, they really should work seamlessly together, and they just really don't. Because, you know, the amount of times that you combine these items is all the time. And so they should work really seamlessly together. It's like these little things that really just drive you bananas. Vinny, you're back. They should, but they don't. Yeah. We're doing a little building now, Vinny, so that's what we're up to now. Just finishing off Nissa's house is the plan at this point in time. And, ooh, the life and death. There we go. That works. So just doing a little cutesy kitchen. And we're going to work on the dining area. And we've got like our entrance area here. I still need to pick some wallpapers and stuff, but working our way through. We're working our way through. Now, I do want the loves... No, businesses and hobbies. It's not there. Maybe it's under surfaces. It is under surfaces. There's a little bar thing there, which is from businesses and hobbies, and I love it. It's very useful. And we've got a few drinksies there on the wall, and then that's our little kitchen. Probably put a little mat in there as well. So I want to find some lovely dark blues, because I know Nis likes the combination of blue and white, so that's why I'm sort of doing it in these colours. And then I think soon I'm going to be building a house for Vinny, and I'm going to have to do a bit of research on that one. It's going to be interesting. I think it's going to be a fun build, though. A really good challenge for me. I don't think that's going to be one that I'm going to do on stream, though. I think that's one I'm going to have to concentrate more on. I feel like. I'll see, though. We'll see. I'll have to get a clearer idea in my mind of what the build's going to be before I make a decision on that. Dark blue, dark blue. Ooh. Might use that elsewhere. Just want a nice thin mat. Maybe I don't do blue. Maybe we do a contrast colour. I'll come back to that. I'm rethinking the tile at the back. It's quite bright. I'm rethinking it. Is Twitch being a pain for you? Yeah, my bitrate's just gone down. I've just tried refreshing. Okay, mine's gone back to excellent. I refreshed and it's gone back to excellent. So hopefully that's, yeah. Does it work okay now? I just refreshed, so that might have been the network error thing popping up. Yeah, back. Okay, good. I refreshed, so I'm hoping that's fixed it, because it's fixed my bitrate and everything, so it's back to working a bit better. Okay, I think it might have been on my end. I've just refreshed it. It's working. Okay, cool. Problem solved. Thank you for letting me know. I appreciate that. Right, we need a lovely table of some description. A dining table. Kitchen is done. It's so pretty. I half want to do like a one of the toolbars. It was kind of annoying that this is more like a bar table than anything else. It needs to be a different color in here. But then again, I quite like it. Oh, yes. Let's use this dining table from the Cozy Kitch. Cozy Kitch kit. And the chair. Oh, do we have that in the blue? Is it the blue or is it black? That's the thing that's like, sometimes it's like, is it blue? Is it black? And then I think we'll have the matching. Oh, no, not the matching. What color should we go? Might just stick with white, and then we can put a different color around on the walls. So I've got to decide on a wall color, and I've been putting that off. Are there chairs to match the bar stools? Oh, yes. Actually, that's a good point. There is. Whoops. There is. Good point. Thank you very much. There it is. And it's in the same blue, so that's kind of perfect. But I think I've done that now. We need a different table because that's not going to work. Oh, you know what? There's a matching table. What am I thinking? There's a whole matching table for that. Duh. Perfect. There we are. Little matching table. That's life and death, by the way. Life and death. Tableware. I might pop it in that corner. I really do need to work on the wallpaper for that section, but let's add... I don't know what I want to do for wallpaper. That's the problem that I'm having. I'm undecided on wallpaper colors. Because I kind of want to do blue and white around the place. Like, this works here because we've got the blue walls with the white. But I don't really want to do just like the plain white walls. I want to do something else. So I might have to bring in a third color, or I could do a pattern white as the other option. So we can go for something like that with the pattern on it, which I really actually do like. In fact, that might have just solved my problem. Okay. I've just solved my own problem. Half the time I feel like, you know, wallpaper is such a big decision, and it's just sometimes you just spend way too much time on it. There's a little bit of glare coming in. I have to watch the lighting on that, but yeah. I do like that wallpaper. Ads again. Boo! Ads boo! I feel like this needs to be something here. Kitchen and dining, and then it goes through the living, and then I feel like that could go through to there. And then this is going to be our living room. Okay. I feel like that's a little better. Oh, don't worry about it. I don't mind if you chat away. You won't hear me complaining. Touch typist. Yeah. I'm always entertained by my kids just watching me type because I type pretty fast as well, and it's just like, yeah, it's like and all the words coming out. I already know what light I want to use, and it's the new one from the Sleek Bathroom Kit because I love that light. It's a nice light. Why would I have... I've already used it throughout the house as well, so, you know, that's a bonus. But why use something else when you've got this lovely light that's a good height and gives off some decent light and it's really modern and pretty? And I know that this likes it, so, you know, bonus. Just trying to get away from having those walls glare. It's the only issue I think with white walls sometimes is they do glare a bit in the lighting. So that can be a little bit painful, but yeah. I'll be coming home from shopping and straight into TS4 to build. Ooh, I love that. I love that. I'm big on encouraging people to build. I'm like, get addicted. Get addicted. I'm addicted to building. I love it. I wish I had more time for it, but at the same time, I feel like I would probably burn out if I did any more than what I already do as far as building goes. I tend to do a lot of my building on the weekends, and just anything that I stream as well is, you know, just a lucky addition on top of that. It's just, just because a lot of the time, because I do content creation for YouTube and stuff, my main time of getting that done is when the kids are at school. So that's during the week. And I don't need to, obviously, unless I'm doing like the voiceover side of things, I don't actually need to worry about, noise in the background and stuff when I'm building. So I find I do that on the weekend because that's a little bit easier. And then I do all the stuff where I need to, talk and not have so much noise going on in my life, during the week, because that's just the way to manage it, right? That's the way I manage it. Just wondering whether or not we just do a big dining area like that. That could work, and we can have like a cool picture there, and maybe a couple of high chairs. A high chair, or one high chair. One high chair over there. Cool, and we can have a picture, and we have a nice fuzzy rug of some sort underneath. Where are we going at? I've been texting since T9 myself and usually talk really fast myself. Yeah. Oh, you've been texting since to myself and usually talk really fast myself. Yeah. I need to use the new packs I brought this morning. So I think a family home with a fancy pool. That sounds perfect. I love the idea of that. Every time I think, oh, maybe I'll do some gameplay today, I end up slipping and landing in build mode. That always happens when I'm just doing gameplay by myself, and then all of a sudden I'm just building something. And seriously, it happens to me all the flipping time because I can't help myself. It's just, I'm doing gameplay and then like all of a sudden I need a house, and it's just like I'm building all of a sudden, and it's just, it can't be helped. I can't stop myself. It's just, you find yourself doing it, and I don't think it's quite the right color. Yeah, it's funny, right? You just end up there, and it's just, whoopsie, I slipped into build mode again. That's always the way. Oh, dear. Loki won't let me talk on the phone or on the computer. Oh, jealous, right? It's funny. It's like, no, Mum, you can't do that. Ever since my 2-year-old save got corrupted, I haven't played in live mode. Oh, really? Oh, that's a shame. I get why you'd be a little bit wary of it though, but still, I mean, that's a real shame. Because fun. I don't often actually have time to just play for myself. And I do find that when I do have gaming time to myself, I often will play things other than Sims, and the reason for that is I just don't want to burn out on Sims because I love the game, and I just I find that it's just a matter of finding a little bit of balance for myself between content creation and loving a game and just not overdoing it, if that makes sense. So I do find, yeah, that I when I do have the opportunity to have a little bit of gameplay for myself, I don't often go to Sims for that unless I'm in like in a mood where I'm just like, I don't really know what I feel like. I'll just muck around, and then quite often the Sims is a go-to for that, just because it's I love this painting so much from the Casanova Cave Kit. I love it. Yeah, I do find that it is good for when I'm in a mood where I don't really have a mood. I don't really have anything that I particularly want to feel like playing. I want the refined living room ones. So, which was the case on Sunday, I think it was. I really had no idea what I felt like playing. I was just kind of like in one of those meh moods, and I just went to The Sims for that, and it actually worked out really nicely, and just had a nice time playing, starting a new legacy, and just doing a few things there, and it was nice. It's good. T9 is American slang for the old Nokia style phones where you had to hit the number 3 times to get one letter. Oh. Okay. Oh. Loki starts barking and won't let you make content. Whoops. Oh, it's like, Mom, pay attention to me. My cat sometimes does that as well, to be fair. He'll like come in and start meowing at me, and he's like gets peeved because I'm not paying attention to him, and it's like, well, I'm trying to do stuff here. It's like, I don't care. You pay attention to me, thank you very much. It's like, fine. You know? You know how it goes. Any pet owner sort of knows how that goes. It's the battle between pay attention to me and yeah, that's the right one. And having to get all the things that you need to do done. I can only have a few saves on console, like 8 or 10. The game doesn't allow for more. Really? I didn't realize that. So you don't have the option of unlimited stuff that you can just kind of add. Oh, only 8 to 10. Wow. That sucks. I have so many saves. I know, like, some people only have, like, one save in The Sims, and I'm just like, wow, that's wild. But yeah, the fact you can only have 8 to 10, and that seems really weird how it's so limited. I wonder why it's that limited. That's interesting. You have a special save for buildings? So do I. Yeah, I've got a special. I've got like a save set up that's blank worlds, and that's basically where I go through and I just blank out all the worlds. So I've just got a backup save there, and then every time a new EP or I was going to say new game pack comes out, but when is the last time we've had a game pack come out? Don't remember, right? Anyway, in the instance where we get a new world, I have a whole save sort of set up where I can just blank that, and then I've got that for whatever I need it for. And then I have a blank save on top of that for builds. So yes, that's what I have all set up there. And that works really nicely because it just means I can sort of, do my build, save it to my library, put it on the gallery, and then I just delete it out of that world, and I can just put it into other saves as I need it. So it makes out a treat. I love having that separate kind of save. Just throw whatever in there. It's all good. I was just thinking to myself, is there something I'm missing? Because I heard you quoting and reading stuff I wasn't seeing. Then I opened YouTube, and yes, you're live on there. Yeah, I am live on there. I've decided to do dual streaming, and that seems to be working out quite nicely because it's I don't know how many people are watching on YouTube as far as the live stream goes, but it's not doing any harm as far as the Twitch side of things go. So if I can do both at once, it just kind of works out. So that's what I'm doing. 2 birds, 1 stone, and all of that. It's pretty. And I feel like we need a little plant here in the corner. And I think our little dining area is going to be just about done. I'll just check I've got all the little nooks and crannies sorted. I think that's sticking through the window a smidge. Sometimes it's hard to tell when it's going through the window. There we go. I think I got it. Sadly, it's limited. Storage space on consoles. Oh, well, that's true. Storage space on consoles is extremely limited. Although, I mean, you can do... I know my husband has the external storage, so there's always that for an option, isn't there? But I guess they have to just kind of consider everybody when they're setting this stuff up. So it's just like, not everybody will want to have or will have the ability to have external storage. So yeah, I get it, but it just kind of sucks that it is so limited. You thought your Twitch was being weird. Yeah, why not dual stream? Yeah, that's what I figured. It's just like, why not? It doesn't really harm anything, so... And then if people are on YouTube and want to say hi, and also hi to anyone that's watching on YouTube, hello, then they can. And then, if they want to watch from Twitch, then they can. So it gives people the platform of choice to watch on. And it does instantly go up on my YouTube as well, live. So it used to be the case I would have to export it from Twitch to my YouTube if I was going to put anything up, but it does automatically go up. I will have to, do something a little different for tours this time, but that's fine. That works out okay. Just because I'm combining a couple of things, but it's all works out all right in the end. I feel like I want to make this match. Dun, dun. I feel like I want to have like a little statue there. What I feel like? Kiwi, how are you? Come on in. How are you? Oh, thank you. Remember to save. Thank you very much. Very important. Hi, hi, hi. How are you today? What are you up to? Up to anything exciting? We're just doing a little bit of building today. This is the house that we're building over here. And just doing the last bits of the interior. So we've done the exterior, obviously, through here. And we've got like a little... Oh my gosh, he's hung up laundry! How cute is that? My son was out there hanging out laundry. I didn't even notice him doing that. So we've got like a pool area, we've got a fire pit, backyard area, garden section, hoop, and we've got like a little hobby area in here, and our little shed down there. So we've got the pottery and flower arranging, woodworking, scout board, pumpkin carving, just, you know, for those situations where you need to carve some pumpkins. And yeah, we're just working on the interior of the house now, which is cool. So we've done all the bathrooms and bedrooms have been done. We did that in the last stream, and we're just working on kitchen, dining, living, and the hobby rooms upstairs. So that's how it's all sort of coming together so far. So we're almost finished downstairs, and then we're just going to do a couple of things upstairs in the hobby rooms. And yeah, that's our build. It is a little bit fancy. I'm building this. This is a build a house redeem. So I do try to put a little bit of pizzazz on it. Because, you know, I want everyone to be happy with my builds when they you know, they spend 50,000 channel points. They're gonna want a decent build, right? Oh, you just finished cleaning the shower glass. I hate that job. I don't like cleaning the showers. I've got a bit of PTSD with cleaning showers. I'm gonna put a little owl in there. It's so cute because half the time I hurt my back doing it. The amount of time I've hurt my back cleaning stuff is just like, ugh. Please don't make me clean. Unfortunately, it's a big part of what I do as a stay-at-home mum. It's just like, uh-oh, gotta clean again. As you do. Anyway. How's life in your part of the world? All going well? I mean, it's a very similar part to my part of the world, I assume. We're in the same kind of vicinity, but yeah, how is life there? Is it like a nice sunny day there? We have sunshine today, which is really nice. So when I hang the washing out a little bit later, I think that's going to be getting dry nice and fast, which is good. I'm going to take the kids out and we're going to do, like, you know, a little bit of a run around, do a couple of things. And that's going to be my day, basically. This is the first time we've had glass shower as we've just moved house. Oh! Yeah. First time. You've been lucky then. Getting away with not having a glass shower front. It's annoying. It looks good, but it's annoying. Anything I have to clean is annoying, to be fair. So, you know. It is what it is. Maybe I'll go for like a plain wooden here. Let's go with that. That'll work. And this is going to be our little hall area. You miss your shower curtain. Yeah, because you just take that off and shove it in the wash and then, you know, off you go. I get that. They are nice and easy for cleaning. But yeah, like the glass, and you have to do it frequently, otherwise it starts getting those horrible blooming streaks on them, which are impossible to remove. And it's like once they're on there, it's just like, you know, game over. So, yeah. Now, have we got anything in a nice blue? Oh, that might work with the blue and the pink. Might go with that blue and that pink with the green. I think that might work. Yeah, we've got exactly the same house. Do you rent as well? You might not, but yeah, we rent, and because it's impossible to buy a house here. Because, you know, I don't have $500,000. Yeah, and it was the same thing when we got here as well. Like the glass is just all, you know, streaky and covered in the build up and stuff. So it's just like, yeah. Impossible to even like fix it at this point, but it is what it is. Is it gonna stick through the wall? It is. Ah, oh, it's a perfect shelf. It's just a little smidge too big. I'm back and forth here getting ready to go shopping. Oh, that's cool. You do what you need to do. Well, obviously you're going to do what you're going to do anyway, but don't worry. You go out and have a nice shop and you know, get your stuff together. Sounds like a good plan. That could work. There we go. Yes, that works really nicely. Can have like a little plant on top of it maybe as well. But yeah, it's a really nice day here in Taranaki, so we've got the beautiful, beautiful weather happening. When we have a nice day, we have a nice day. But, you know, it's just that time of year where you really don't know what the weather's going to do, so it's kind of like, yeah. It's very much, because we're on the coast, it changes a lot very quickly because, you know, you kind of got the weather just flitting right over the top of you. And I think that's you know, the case in a lot of places in New Zealand, really, but it's very much the case here where it's just like, you know, it'll be rainy one minute and then the next minute it's all sunshine and beautiful and it's just like hard to keep up with. Oh, I love this little plant. It's cute. Get down there. No, I think I'll keep that small. Small. There we go. I think I worked out what packs to use for your shell. I panicked earlier thinking it was the 9th, but it's the 20th due. Oh, not even till next month. So it's not till not till the 20th of May or the 19th of May. So you're all good. You got plenty of time on the shell. Absolutely. Shoes. Oh, I'm just thinking. I saw that idea in the hang on. I'm gonna go back to the shoes in a second. There was that whole piece of furniture that backed onto the wall and actually looked really good as a haul thing. Oh, I know what I'm trying to say, but I'm not saying the words right. There was a thing, and it worked with the thing, and the things combined, and there was a whole thing going on, and it all worked, and it was from Cats and Dogs, I think. I know what I'm trying to say. I'm just like, how to form the words together in a cohesive sentence is just proving to be difficult. I know what I'm trying. I want to combine two items, and I want to just try it with this item. This one here. Your home entry shelf. So this. So just putting it in there and having it like that. Or maybe I'll leave the white one there. And having that kind of backing onto there and just seeing whether or not that works. It doesn't quite. Because there is the one where you can do the coat rack here, and I think that works on this one. But you kind of have to just balance it just right. So I think you push it into the wall a smidge like that, and that works, but it doesn't quite work because of that bag. But yeah, if I got rid of that and then you push that in a smidge. Yeah, it's a bit hard to balance. Okay. Anyway, I'll get rid of that. That's working. I'm quite happy with that. Where I am, it's known for clouds. Oh, cloudy. Cloudy. That sounds a little dreary. But not bad. Oh, these shoes don't work here. Okay. Doing something else. I always fluff around in these little stupid sections of the house where it's like, you know, does this really matter, Velvet? Does it? Generally no. But anyway, I do it. I do the cube things from Dream Home and put the individual shoes in it. Oh yeah! That's a good idea. Let's do that. Cube. There's also this little cubey thing from the gaming pack, which is actually quite handy for shoes too, and bits and pieces. Can maybe do that. And then I can put a mirror above it as well. Because who doesn't have lots of shoes in their house? Although, why all the cubes don't have the same shelf pingy point, I don't know. Pingy point, I like how I say these words. I'm having a very numpty day as far as my words go today, so please accept my apologies for my numptiness today. I'm doing the very best with what I've got, which is not much. Okay, cover that. Okay, there we go. Can have like a real shoe nook. There we are. Great idea. Thank you, Kiwi. We've got all the shoes in there. Love that for us. I would love a more variety of shoes, but anyway, it is what it is. Another pair of high heels there. There we go. Yeah, cats and dogs in the hat holder, right? Yeah. Everything is a thing is fine. Oh, yeah. So, what you need to do as well, so if you have this issue where it's kind of sticking, just fill that sticking spot. And once you fill that sticking spot, you'll find that you'll be able to click and drag your items across like that. It's just, yeah, when you have those what's the word I'm going for when the sticky spot? And I know there's a word for it. Anyway, sticky spots. So you know how they cling to a particular spot. Just fill that spot, and then you can actually be able to fill all the other spots, and then you just delete the item that you don't need. And it's boom, done. Placement, clip. Yeah, I think clip, you know how things just automatically stick together. Ah, words today. Words. Placement, auto placement. Yeah, it's like auto placement. You know, sticking, auto placement, that sort of thing. Yeah, clip. I think we'll go with that. Snap! Snap. That's the word I'm going for. Snap. Snapping into place. Yes, those snap points. So fill the snap points with something. Doesn't matter what. And then once that snap point is filled, then you can be able to fill all the other places, or you can just like free place a lot easier. I find that anyway. So that's a little trick I use. So fill the snap point, and then you can free drag. Yeah, and alt and drag. Yeah, that's right. And just use your cube for getting the right height. So you use the cube here, so like one of the Dream Home Decorator or the High School Years, whatever cube, and you just place it at the same height, and then basically you can just click and drag from there. But you'll find that you won't be able to do it if you've got the snap point. So fill that snap point, and then it's like free drag wherever you like. So there you go. That's how you get around that little problem. So alt and drag. Easy peasy, just like that. You know, you kind of pick up these little things as you go along, and you just end up with this little font of knowledge as a builder, I feel like. And it's amazing what's stuffed away up there in the old brain. I'll do a little umbrella rack. Here we go. But there, great idea on the shoe rack there. That's perfect. Makes me happy. And, you know, everybody always has multiple pairs of shoes. I mean, we've got like a little shoe area in our house, and so many shoes in there. Because by the time, you know, your kids have a couple of pairs of shoes each, and then you have a couple of pairs of shoes each, and then, you know, there's 8 pairs of shoes just sitting there that you regularly use, plus your extra shoes that you don't regularly use. And, yeah. So you're a non-CC build, but only use BBB. Yes. That would probably be a good summary of me. I sometimes build with CC, but I haven't been lately. And I use VelvettB, which is basically just cheats and organization. So it's anyone else could do what I'm doing with what I'm doing. I don't really use Tool. I don't use Tool. I kind of know how to use it, but I don't really use it in my builds. I just like the challenge of working it out by myself. You know, I'm one of those people. I don't think there's anything wrong with Tool at all. Oh, I was going to put a mirror there, wasn't I? What am I doing? Mirror. Yes, and then we can have some clutter. You know what I haven't used in ages is the everyday clutter kit. Ah, can't wait until we get more clutter. Chinook is good. I think so as well. I'm the same, to be honest. I only use packs I have and BBB too. Yeah, I like it. I like the challenge of it, and I don't know if you're the same, but yeah, I like the challenge of just working with what's in the game, and I feel like Better Build Buy is just an extension of cheats, and it just helps you be better organized, but I don't really feel like it's means that you get an unfair advantage of, say, over console players and the like, because obviously console players can't use those mods, but I feel like anybody could build the way that I build. That's what I feel like. So it's a good thing. It's a good thing. Oh, you know what I want to do? The little bowl cube. I don't know why I keep deleting the cube. I'm going to be using it for other things. Bowl, I think it comes under. Yep. Turns out I did need the cube for other things. Snap that there. And we're going to go just a smidge up. And we're going to put keys in the bowls. It's very 70s party. I don't know if I'm going to be able to do it with this. It's too many snap points, I think. Now that I've got the word, I know the word. It's too many snap points on here, I think. No. Look at all these snap points on here. So many snap points. That's too many. Not gonna work. Plan fail. I'll just have some keys on there. It'll be fine. Your BBB won't work with your MCCC? Really? Oh, so what do you choose? I would choose BBBB over MCCC. Sounds like a ridiculous conversation, but I would honestly choose Better Build Buy over MCCC. I use Better Build Buy more, but what do you use more? That's the question. Coins. Okay, coins on there. And a little bit of note paper, some glasses left there. You can't math with Tool. Yeah, there's a lot. It's a lot involved with Tool. I'm interested in learning a little bit more about it. But at this point, I just don't really have the time or the brain skills to do it at the moment. But maybe after the school holidays or something, when I've got a little bit of extra time, might be something I work on. Like I've used it a little teeny bit, but I feel like most of the things that can be done with Tool or that people do with Tool is just stuff that can be done in game. It's just sometimes resizing rugs is the main thing that I want to do so that I could get like a better resize rug size, if that makes sense. That's basically one of the main things that I want to use it for. You see people doing all these amazing things with Tool, and yeah, essentially that's what I want to do with Tool, is just turn it into a resizing thing. I just really want to have the letters over here, and this is a really annoying area to build in, but anyway. It's that hanging down key. I need to reverse it somehow. I need to reverse cowgirl this key. That might work. So yeah, I do think that I would probably just use it for resizing rugs mostly, and it's kind of the only thing I have really used it for. But I am interested in learning a bit more about it, and I think there's some amazing things that you can do with it. So it's an interesting. Oops, I forgot these in the kitchen. It's an interesting mod, and yeah, the amazing things that people can do with it. Like you see, is it that one green leaf? I think yeah, they do these amazing creative things with Tool, and it's just like, wow. But then again, to me, in some ways, it feels like it's not the game itself, really, and it's just, but I don't know. It's kind of mixed feelings. Use tool and BBB, but as people don't need that to download my builds, I feel like that doesn't count. Yeah, I think so as well. I mean, if you don't need the mod to download the build, then I think, that's free. And yeah, as I said, I don't really think there's anything wrong with using tool at all. It just gives you that much more flexibility, but I think it just pushes you outside the limits of the game. And that's really interesting. You use MCC, yeah. Fair enough. I mean, if you can have one or the other, I mean, I would choose BBB, but it just depends on what you use more. So yeah, MCC broke my 100 baby challenge, so you don't like that. Oh, how did it break your 100 baby challenge? And also, how's your 100 baby challenge going? Did you end up going back to it? Did you manage to fix it? Tell me more, tell me more. I'm doing the 100 baby challenge as well. And it is a fun challenge. I don't think I want to add anything else there. Just maybe hanging plant. I'm currently up to, what am I, 54 babies. So I'm over halfway now, which is cool. Very exciting times for me in the 100 baby house. I'm there for it. You wish you could use both and tool. 90% of what I use for tool for is resizing things. I feel like that's exactly what I would just use it for, is just resizing things. And it would be mostly mats. Rugs. Funny, isn't it? It's just like you've got this complicated tool that you can do all these amazing things with, and then all you want to do is resize rugs. Yeah, exactly. Sometimes the brackets just they aren't the right size. It just like goes a little bit too extreme on the sizing. So yeah, I find that as well. I feel like there's just way too much light in this room. I don't know how to tone it down. Oh, I know how to tone it down. Hang on. Curtains. Duh. And elevating and lowering curtains. I've worked out how to do that, so I don't worry about that with the curtains, because I've worked out that if you need to raise an like say if you had this curtain here, right, and you wanted to place it in a particular place, and then you find like you can't, alt place it, it's just not gonna play ball. I found that if you put it down and then you control 9 it up or 9 it up, and then once it's sort of in that place, it's probably not going to do it on that one, on that mirror, but on that window. But yeah, once it's on a certain point, it actually then will free place from there. So I find if I put it in there and there, push it up, and then it'll free place a lot easier. It's not going to do it on those windows at the moment, but yeah, I have discovered that there is a way around it, if that makes sense. It's a little bit tricky, but there is a way around it. So we go there and there. But that's the kind of thing I think I would use tool for at the end of the day, is just doing these really simple things. I don't feel like I'm one of those people that wants to spend hours just working out creative, cool things to do with builds in tool that, not very many people are going to want to actually do, because it's not playable, it's not... I don't know, maybe. I don't know. I can't actually think of any examples where there are things creatively that look really cool, and they're really cool for builds. But I feel like most of the time people just want a really nice family house to play in for their, for their legacies and what have you. If they're not builders, that's what I feel like most of the time people want to download from the gallery. Or like a nice holiday house or a nice community lot. And you don't have to do all of the... It's fun to do the clever things, but, you don't necessarily have to do them all the time. Just every now and then is nice. Where you get creative and fun. Am I just waffling? Probably. Okay, you have fun, and I'll see you next time, Shaz. See you later. Yes, that one green leaf is absolutely amazing. Just the creativity is absolutely outstanding. I just don't think I could do that all the time. And so, hats off to them. Bye-bye. I kept saying my son was being neglected and unalived, my firstborn, constantly, so I ended up deleting the save and never went back. Oh, no. Oh, wow. Okay, that's wild with the 100 baby challenge. That's, did you get far into it? How frustrating and annoying was that? Like, did you get far, or was it sort of pretty early on in the challenge? I don't think I've had any issues with MCCC, but as far as that goes. But the only thing I really use MCCC for is basically for pregnancy settings. That's the only thing I don't use it for anything else really, much at all. I'm not a big user of it. I prefer UI cheats and ooh, I wanted to want a navy counter. I prefer UI cheats and BBB. For me personally, I just find them a little bit more usable. But I do like being able to set the pregnancy stuff up in MCCC. That's the main thing that I do like with it, and that's basically the reason I have it, is for that reason. Yeah, you can definitely do most stuff without tool. It's more of a time saving thing. I think I feel like it would be like I'd spend half my time trying to work out how to use tool. But once you get the hang of it, I feel like it would be really quick. Like you see people like Kate Emerald and stuff doing all these like really fancy stuff with it. And I thought, you know what, that actually would be really cool as well. So I think it's definitely one of those things that I do want to learn. It's just I have a hesitance, I think, about spending that time learning it, because will I use it as much as it's the time warrants to learn it? I don't know, but there's only one way to find out, isn't there? I feel like those are going through the window, so I will learn it at some point soon. This is my plan. Just the when of it is I don't know. Okay, we'll use that one. And another one in there. Woo! Yeah, you've noticed most of your downloads are either starter homes or family homes. Yeah, I find that as well. Like, if you go into my gallery, let's have a look. So most popular, so like San Sequoia Family Home, Modern Beach House, Twilight Cullen House, which is probably an exception. Lux Celebrity Mansion actually surprised me. But anyway, Celebrity Mansion, again, family house, but for celebrities. And then like a Hay Hill Landing family house. But, it's all just sort of gameplay kind of, downloads. I feel like it's all, your family style houses and stuff that's really good for gameplay. I feel like there's not any of my community lots are up there as far as downloads and stuff goes. My biggest community lot game download was my Gamer Love Club, and that's had 400 downloads. So, it's what it is. You had 10 or 12 kids at this point. Well, that's not too bad, but it's far enough in that it's going to be like kind of irritating. It's like, oh, I got this far and now I have to give it up. I don't like it. So yeah, I feel like you would be annoyed at that point, but not so far in that it's going to be like a real annoyance. Kate Emerald has gorgeous ideas for builds. Oh, I'm a big fan of Kate Emerald. Just a big fan. I love what she does, and she's basically my builder goals. So yeah, anything Kate Emerald does, I'm just like eyes wide, just staring at it, going, ooh. I think she's better at the exteriors than she is on the interiors. Being brutally honest, but yeah, her shells for her builds and her exteriors are just phenomenal. I feel like she doesn't really have the time to spend, a lot of time just decorating on the interiors of houses. So she doesn't, go as hard out on the interiors. They're fairly I've looked at a few of her builds on the interior, just like they're fairly simple on the inside, but on the outside they're absolutely stunning. And I feel like that's fine as well, because if people are going to get in there and play one of your builds, they're going to change things up anyway. So I don't think you need to go hardcore on decorating things on the inside. Sometimes if people are just they want to get in there and they just want to decorate it their way, or change things up. So not the end of the day. Deal. Yeah, words, Velvet, words. Makes sense, because if you're a game player rather than a builder, you're usually playing with families. Yeah, I think so as well. I think that's usually the case. You're either going to be playing challenges or, um, legacies generally with gameplay, right? And most of the time, even with challenges, you're probably going to be having you know, having families and all that sort of thing. Why is it so bright on that wall? Can't quite work out why it's so bright on that wall. Usually the curtains tamp it down a little bit. Oh well, is what it is. Maybe I can go like a darker blue wall there for a minute. So yeah, it makes absolute sense that people will download for need, and you know they'll see a build that they like, and it fits their need. Then you know that's what they're going to go for. Okay, let's just do that, and then it's less brightness. Problem solved. But it's quite interesting just seeing how the sort of the gallery works, and you know how people kind of use it and that sort of thing. And it's actually quite nice that we can now follow people on there, because I feel like that does help. You know, people can see if they follow you. You know, obviously if you have a new build, we still don't have the communication that we used to have with the gallery, which is a shame. I used to love chatting with people in the gallery, and this is before I found the Sims, you know, the Sims community in the wide world on social media. But yeah, it was always a really good way to feel like part of the community, having, you know, having that option there of the gallery. And you know how they used to have the news section, and you know you could see when people commented on your build and that sort of thing. Whereas if people comment on my builds now, honestly, unless I'm going in specifically to look at my build for whatever reason, and 99% of the time it's because I've forgotten how many rooms the build has and I need to work, and I need to go look. It's seriously why I look at my builds. I don't see the comments, and you know that's a shame, because people have taken the time to comment on your stuff. um yeah, it's a shame not to be able to see that, and you know feel the love. You know, it's nice to feel the love, but I do miss out on it a lot, because I don't really, you know, I don't spend a lot of time just going back and looking at my builds once they're on the gallery. It's just kind of they're on the gallery doing their thing, but every now and then I'll have to look at them for whatever reason. But yeah, it's just I was actually thinking of doing some builds that are ready to move in, like they have fitted kitchens and bathrooms, and then people can decorate how they want. Oh, that's an interesting idea. So tell me more about how that would work. So what do you mean by like fitted kitchens and bathrooms? So like they'd have like the fixtures of the kitchens and bathrooms and like the bedrooms, and then they add like the rest in, so it's just really simple. Is that kind of the idea, or you might have to explain that one to me a little bit more? Sounds like an interesting concept though. I was also thinking about doing a few more, like just the exterior shells, like making those available for some of my builds. So if people wanted to like decorate it the way that they wanted, and just having like just the shells out there, I was going to maybe do a little bit more of that as well. I thought that would be quite neat. Yeah, the built-in fixtures would be there, like how you'd move into a rental in real life. Oh yeah. And then they just fill in the blanks. That's an interesting concept. You have to let me know if you do try it and how that kind of works out. 'Cause that's a cool idea. I don't know. The problem I think is that I don't really know what. I think it's impossible to know without like doing a giant survey. Um, what people actually want out. I don't know. Do I want to? I might just leave that empty. Actually, I just leave that simple and empty. What people actually want from builds from the gallery? Do they want it fully decorated? Do they want to decorate it themselves? Maybe we can do like a little survey on it. I could do like a survey on Twitter. You know, do you want just a shell that you can decorate? Do you want to landscape it? Do you want to, you know, what sort of things would you really actually want from a build? I feel like it's going to be a huge variety of answers, because some people really don't like building and just want to be able to have the thing in their life. And then other people, you know, they want to do like, you know, the stuff that they like to build. So maybe a little bit of decorating, or, you know, whatever, just adding some furniture around. It's very interesting. I don't know the answer though. I'm fascinated to find out, but I don't know the answer. You've done one or two. You've done two move-in ready homes. I think they did well on the gallery. Yeah, I think that could be fun, because I've uploaded shells before, but not part furnished. Okay. I was talking to a simmer on my stream, and they were saying like that landscaping done, but interior empty. Right. So sometimes you'll do an exterior, upload it as a shell, then furnish it and upload the fully decorated version. Yeah, that's what I was thinking about doing, like doing the fully landscaped shell on the outside and then just leave like the interior empty, but like with a floor plan. So I was kind of thinking of doing something like that. And just trying that a little bit. I've done it a smidge, like I've done it a little bit now and then. I'll do the exterior shell, but yeah, I haven't done it recently, if I'm being honest. So I think that would be really interesting to see how that kind of goes. Cool concept though. It's easier to keep it limited pack also, just doing the exterior and move in ready. Yes. I found that doing limited pack definitely makes a difference for people being able to download, and I feel like it does make it more accessible for people as well, being able to download stuff if it is limited pack. And it's nice to have, your builds accessible for, more people out there in the world. So, the less packs the better, but just sometimes you miss building with all your packs as well, right? That's what I've been doing like quite a lot of limited packs builds lately. So there's like this build here where I'm being able to use whatever I want is actually quite nice. So I'm really enjoying just, having the freedom of whatever packs, because I haven't been using a lot of my kits recently. And so I've missed stuff like the everyday clutter kit and that sort of thing. I was honestly surprised by some of the downloads on some of my builds that where I haven't really used limited pack, and they've they've done still quite well on the gallery. Not that the gallery kind of affects anything as far as, content creation really goes, or that I've noticed anyway. I haven't really noticed that, more gallery downloads equals more views. Because I had, I don't think that's going to work. Quite like a heap, like 2,000 plus downloads on my Lux Celebrity Mansion house that I built recently. And it's been, not very good views on my YouTube, so I don't think there's really a correlation between it that I can tell. It would be nice if there was, but it doesn't seem to be the case. Just going to use that everywhere. Beautiful. So, yeah, everyone does have different packs. I like building limited pack exteriors, but I'm not good with limited pack furnishings. I feel like you miss so much when you do limited pack furnishings, because, so many of like the kits and bits and pieces have all of the clutter that you like to use. So I get that. It's so much harder to decorate than it is to do an exterior. I could easily do an exterior limited pack. I agree with that. But it's just when it comes to decorating, you want to have the right rug and you want to have the right, right this and the right that, and then all of a sudden you just kind of don't have it because it's limited pack, and it's just like, irritating. Is this? Hang on, what couch am I using? Oh, that's refined living room. Whoopsie. No wonder that doesn't match. There we go. It's like, that don't match. Oh, dear. Fantastic. I made them all base game looking, and then people can fill it in with the packs that they do have. Yeah, that's a good idea. I might do some base game shells as well. Oh, you know what? It is so much easier now to do a really nice base game shell. I've just with all of the items that we now have in the game with base game, it makes it so much easier to have this really nice base game shell. It's hard. It's still reasonably difficult to decorate base game, just because the decorations are, fairly limited. It is what it is, right? Base game is what it is as far as decorations go. But the exteriors, I feel like, have picked up their game as far as the items that we have. So I'm really, really liking base game exteriors at the moment. It's just still the interiors are not the best. So it'd be interesting to see. I might do a little trial of that. Just do some base game shells, and just seeing if people, will want to use them or not. Because I do tend to just fully decorate rather than anything else. So I am curious how that'll turn out. Tell you what, this refined living room kit is gorgeous, right? And kind of perfect for this. I'm just really hesitant about leaving the space in the middle, but I feel like if I put anything there, it's just going to look stupid. That's the thing. I wonder if there's enough room to put... Yeah, there is enough room. Just always very conscious of, you know, keeping those pathways open for the Sims to get around, because as soon as they, you know, can't route their way around, they get very testy about things. You know, very testy, those Sims, when they can't get around their houses. Oh, this kit is so good. I've barely used it because, as I said, I've been doing those limited pack builds, so I feel like I've barely used some of the new kits that have come out. Oh, I know how to maybe combat this. We can do another console table in behind here and just do a little bit of decoration that way. Ooh, with the blue? Yeah. Na, na, na. And the bowl. There we go, the blue. That's pretty. Still got a bit like a little area here, but yeah, I don't think... I was thinking like a games table might be quite cool there. I don't know, I'll try it. No harm in trying it. I feel like on YouTube, people like window shopping for all the packs, but on the gallery, people like less packs. Yes. I think you're right about that. It's, yeah, there's quite a difference between what people want on the gallery versus what people actually want to watch you build. I don't know. It's a possible task to really know. I've been trying to figure it out for 2 years almost, and I still have no idea. You know, what works, what doesn't work. What am I... Oh, I'm looking for the game table. No wonder I'm in the wrong section. Ooh, maybe I can do the Casanova Cave one. I think there's a blue swatch. Is there a blue swatch in this? Hang on, let's see. How nice is that wooden swatch, though? It's so good. You know what? That could work. There we go. Games table there. I hope they like a little gaming. Right. I think we finished the downstairs area. Boom. Done. Upstairs, we've got a bathroom and we've got a hobby area. So that's what we're going to be finishing off upstairs. And then we're done with our build. Hooray, hooray, hooray. Okay, that's... Why did they delete my chimney? Why is adding wallpaper deleting my chimney? That's rude. Oh well, I have to put it back on. Sometimes the game does strange things. Like, why would that delete a chimney? Who knows? Not I. Oh no, I think I've done blue downstairs on that one. Blue there, and then... It's really hard to tell. It's quite a bit of glare. There we go. Feel like that's all filled in. Okay, we're good. So yeah, it's quite interesting just trying to work out what people kind of want. I don't know. I don't know if there's any way to measure that at all. If anybody ever discovers it, let me know, because I'm curious. I don't think I want to have curtains up there, actually. I think we'll just leave that curtain free. Okay. We have our lovely upstairs area. I'm going to re-add our chimney, which just disappeared for no reason whatsoever. It's just interesting in the game how, like, sometimes the game connects things that you don't think would be connected. Like, why would the wallpaper be connected to my chimney? You know? That seems like a curious connection, but apparently it is a connection. So I'm just going to run with that. Okay, delete these lights. And we'll add in our orbs of ceiling light. There we are. Brilliant. Now, what rooms are we going to have? So we're going to have, I think, a little art studio room. And something else. You guys got any ideas what, I mean, we can maybe do a study. Actually, a study would be quite good, wouldn't it? I was going to ask for ideas, but I think I've worked it out. I'll do a study in an art studio. Because art's always really good for making a bit of cash. We already have like a pottery wheel in the backyard. So, in the shed. So, probably don't need another one there. Also, how annoying is it that these businesses and hobbies curtains just stick slightly through the wall? Has anybody else noticed that and gotten annoyed by it? Because you had just every time you just have to shift those curtains over. So it's like, ah, sticking through the wall. Anytime you have a window that's close to the side of the wall like that there, it sticks through the wall, and it's just like, I'm not there for that. I love these curtains, but I'm not there for that. Not a fan of that little issue. Just every now and then there's items in The Sims that don't really fit all that well. I'm trying to tackle your shell with doing all base game things first, then add in 4 packs for it after. Ooh, that's a good way to do it. Just get all those base things and then zhuzh it up with all the other items. It's a good idea. And that way you don't have to keep your pack filters on all the time as well, or it's not so annoying to put your pack filters on and off when you accidentally copy and paste, which I do all the time. And yes, why, right? I know. And it's like with the growing together windows, how if you are using short walls, they stick up to the next level. It's like, oh, why do you do these things to me, Sims? Why? Why? Anyway, it is what it is, but still annoying as anything. Just the simple things, right? We'll do a messy art studio. So we'll do like a cute little backdrop. Oh, that's blue. Perfect. And little stands. I feel like this might be able to do like a little art, you know, an art thing, business, an artist business. I think she would be able to get away with that for this. Be quite cool. This pack is excellent. If you don't have this kit, I mean, and if you like having like arty stuff in your game, then, you know, I feel like this kit is really a winner for you. Ooh, with the paint swatches on it, that's neat. And we've got that there. Gotta make that a little smaller, and that works. Yes, a little bit of decoration. Shrink that down. That one fit in there better. No. What about, would this one fit? Ah, that one fit in there. Yes. That's what I needed. Just a little something in there. I like having narrow options for things. I don't know about you guys, but I like having options where things are narrow and, you know, they just squeeze into these little places in the build. I'm into those little narrow things. They're quite useful. Anything that's nice and small and user-friendly from that perspective is good with me. And we're going to snap in all our little things. A little bit of paint down there on the bottom. I feel like I've been using this kit a lot lately. But I think it's because I was doing the giveaway over on my YouTube channel for it. And then, you know, I was doing a little bit of building with it just to show off the kit a little bit for the giveaway. I feel like that's where I kind of went. And why I feel like I've been using it a bit lately. For that reason. And I also really love how this works with the base game stuff from the artist career. I think that's quite cool. Right, just trying to remember where they are. The little easel thing, I think is a miscellaneous decorations or the other decorations. That's the, can I fit this in here? Oh, I can just. Maybe I can move that door down a little bit. There we go. That's going to fit a treat. Yeah, I love how it just really fits with the artist career items. I thought that was actually really thoughtful because, you know, it's nice that you can kind of mix base game and this one together. to, you know, have some really actually good artist items all together. Fantastic. And then the other one is lighting. And the easel thing is something else. So where's the lighting one? This one. I'm going to cram it in there. This is going to be like a little cluttered sort of style room. It just works for this room. Grapes, like lots of little bits of clutter. Hopefully the Sims can get in there. That's the main thing, right? Because if the Sims can't get in there, then that's a problem. And the other thing that I do want, I don't know if it's going to fit in here actually, but it's a little easel thing. There it is. Move that over there, because actually there's only one thing that you need to use in here, which is the easel. So, you know, if the others don't really work all that well. I mean, look how perfectly these kind of fit together. Not quite, yeah, like color-wise. And this is two different things. So I think they did a really good job putting that particular kit together. I'm there for it. And maybe you can put like a little chair in the corner, like a little stool. Something they can perch on when they're looking for inspiration. Wow, that still looks so tiny in that corner. Okay. Lovely little art studio. Boom, boom, boom. I have to play test that and make sure it all works, but that's all good. And then the other thing I was going to do was a study, because we don't really have a study in here. And we do need some PCs. It's always good to have a PC in it. I mean, I think we've got a PC in one of the kids' rooms, but it's always good to have more PCs. And you know what? I'm going to go hard comfy gamer in blues. Comfy gamer for the win. If you're going to do any sort of computer area, comfy gamer is definitely the way to go. Love this pack. I want to use it all the time for things. It's adorable. You know, maybe we can use that in the comfy, the little cubby down there. That works. Right, oh, let's go hard on the pretty pastel blues. Love it. I think it's just because, you know, obviously we're such gamers, and having all this cute gamer stuff in the game is just, you know, kind of perfect. Because it's very us. Because we love the gaming. Or I do, anyway. I'm assuming everybody who plays the game loves the game and loves gaming. I'm just making that wild assumption based on the evidence of my own life. I definitely want to do some different wallpaper in here. Also, how good is this like folded, like half open book? I love that. I use it all the time. It's amazing. So, and the cat pictures, I adore those as well. Surprise, surprise. Velvet likes a cat picture. Shocking. You love the comfy gamer kit? Yes, so much useful clutter. I agree. So many things to use in here. All right. I'm going to cube it up so that I can move things where I want them to, because some of the snap points are a little odd, but other than that, I really love it. And you know what? I'm giving that away on my channel, our YouTube channel, from Thursday as well. It's going to be my last giveaway in my 4-week giveaway. So anybody out there listening and does not have this kit, I'm giving it away for the EA app over on my YouTube channel. And yeah. That's the link there. If you aren't subscribed, go subscribe, and it's going to be open to all of my subs. So get in there and get yourself in the draw to win, because hey, why not? That's my plug for that. It's not what I planned. I didn't plan that, but it's just what came out. I'm talking about the kit. I'll just tell you all about how I'm giving it away in a few days. A few days time. It is a cutesy kit, and you know what? It actually works really nicely with a lot of other packs. And I feel like, I don't know why there was like complaints when the pack first came out that it just didn't work with anything, and I just like looked at it and instantly went, well, it works with Pastel Pop for starters. And it works with high school years. Just instantly 2 packs off the top of my head with just even looking at it without even like playing with it. That it would instantly work with. And it's just like, what's wrong with people? Just instantly assuming something's not going to work just because, for reasons, I don't know. I don't even know what their reasons were, but sometimes it's just like, sigh. Come on, people. The neutral swatches work for pretty much anything. Exactly. Exactly. There's just like, it's a very versatile pack, and I don't really get what the negative, I don't know. There's always going to be people, I guess, out there that are going to be negative about things no matter what. But it was just, yeah, very just mind-boggling when someone mentioned that to me, and I was just like, hey, what do you mean it doesn't work with other packs? What are you talking about? What? What even? Of course it does. And it's a really useful pack. So, and I feel like it doesn't really fit with the vibe. I think I've gone too far on the pastel. I kind of have to pull it back a little bit and think about how it works with the rest of the build. And I'm going too cutesy in this room. I feel like the rest of the build isn't super cutesy, so pulling it back, I could have gone full cutesy, but I haven't. I've contained myself. I use clutter with business and hobbies, dream home, decorate, etc. Some people have a weird dislike for little Simsy, so I've noticed they go out of their way to dislike anything she does. Yeah. People are like that. Like, I'm not the biggest fan of her. Like, I don't dislike her, but I do find her a little samey sometimes with their builds and stuff. But no hate. I think she's a pretty good person. So, certainly no hate or anything in there. That's not right. But you know what? She's a really good gateway entry into the Sims, some sort of the Sims YouTubing kind of world, if that makes sense. Her and Deligracy, really fantastic at sort of just easing you into what to expect from Simmers and Sims content, and that sort of thing. And it really good for learning from as well, just some of the basics for building, because I did watch Little Simsy a lot when I was just learning how to build, and just watching her speed builds and stuff, and just really sort of seeing how to do some of the fundamentals. I felt like she was really good for that. I think when you get a little bit more further on into building, there's less there for you, but still, entertaining. I think part of the thing with Little Simsy is that, and Deligracy as well, is that there's a familiarity there, and it's a comfort thing in a way. It's quite comforting to listen to them, because that's someone that you've spent some time with at some point in your simming viewing career, probably. So it's an element of comfort viewing as well, I think, from watching them. Sometimes that's what I feel like, anyway. Yeah, I don't get why people would dislike you so strongly, even if they aren't big it just makes a jealousy. Yeah, I think that's part of it. It's just we have, I don't know, is this a thing that you guys have? Like, it's called the tall poppy syndrome, and it's just where anyone that kind of stands out from the crowd, you just, people feel the need to pull them down, and bring them down a notch from the basically consider them to feel like they're above other people. Not that they necessarily feel that way, but that's how people perceive them. Like, they consider themselves to be above other people. So people that have tall poppy syndrome are people that perceive people that way and want to pull them down a peg. So, or someone that has tall poppy syndrome, you can consider, maybe they do consider themselves up above somebody else. I don't know. It's something like that. So yeah, it's just, if people see the opportunity to pull someone down, then they will sometimes take it. And that's a sad thing. We should all be supportive of each other. There's enough support and love to go around. I feel like this blue would actually work really nicely with that. Look how well that matches. Look at that. Cozy Kitsch Kit. Working together with the blues. And let's put a little chest table in here. I put a chest table out there, actually. Might do that. So yeah, I think there's just this human compulsion, I think, sometimes where people just have to bring people down a peg, even though it's not necessarily a thing that they need to be doing. And it's kind of sad. I never noticed the pattern on this coffee table before. That's from Snowy Escape. I don't think I've ever paid attention. It's probably been like that all along, and I just never paid attention to it. Silly me. The amount of things that you just don't pay attention to sometimes in the game. We are dealing with 80 plus packs, so there's a lot of things to take notice of, and you can't really absorb absolutely everything. But, you know, sometimes it's just like some really obvious things that you think, why didn't I never notice that before? It's the way of things. Ooh, let's go with that option. And nice bouquet of flowers, I think, on there. Ooh, what about this? That works. No, it doesn't, because it's kind of pastel. I want something more pastel. Ooh, we can go with like that. There we go. Lovely. So my thought is be supportive, don't be unsupportive. Long story short. And you know what? She is where she is for a reason. People support her for a reason. So you know what? Doesn't mean that you are any worse off because of it. Oh, I do love the brights, but we're not going bright in this room. We're going more pastel and soft. Just want a nice blue something, or I feel like that's not quite right. Blue or a white? This is one of the best paintings in the game. The best artwork in the game is this this large this painting from, it's not the right one, but from Get Famous. I love that painting set. It's just got some amazing swatches in there that really work with a lot of different kinds of houses, which I think is really great. The more flexible an item is, the better it is for me, I think. Oh, not quite right. Maybe we can go for like that with the blue. Ah, yes, let's go with that. It's pretty. People need to realize that in a creative field like video and content, someone else doing well doesn't reduce your ability to do well. Yeah, exactly. I mean, you know, there's more than enough room to go around. It doesn't really take away from what you can do. 100%. When I first got that expansion, the Snowy Escape, I used that coffee table in most of my builds, and now it's either Decor to the Max coffee table or the Snowy Escape one. When I first got the Snowy Escape pack, I was just using it left, right, and center. And you know what? I don't use it so much now, and I think that's such a shame because it is really a really gorgeous build buy pack. It's just got such beautiful, wonderful wood items, and I feel like, you know what? I feel like the Snowy Escape pack would work really well with businesses and hobbies and the eco lifestyle pack. And I think that's probably why I've been using it a little bit more lately, because it is just got such a good depth of wooden swatches that it works really nicely with, yeah, the latest pack that's come out. And you know, quite often, you know, a new pack comes out and you're just kind of using it, right? Using it a lot, and that's what I've been kind of doing. So yeah, I kind of get what you're saying there with the using that coffee table all the time. I rarely use that coffee table these days, but I feel like I'm sort of getting back to using Snowy Escape a lot more. So I feel like it's going to make a comeback with me. That's where I'm kind of going with that. I feel like it's going to be making a comeback. What else do we want to have in this area? Oh, a fireplace would be great. Let's do a nice big fireplace. You know, I'm going to get rid of all that. Now that I'm doing that. Yeah, it isn't a direct competition. There is room for everyone. I agree. Because not everything that you do will suit everyone. Like, I know I would probably annoy the crap out of some people. I'm absolutely sure of it. And they're just going to be like, ugh, it's that horrible velvet again. But, you know, that's fine. Because each to their own. And, you know, I feel like there is absolutely room for everyone out there, you know. And will I ever be as successful as Little Simsy? I don't expect so. I never ever expect that I'll be that successful. I don't think I've got any chance of being that successful, but she's someone that actually makes content creation in The Sims feel possible, for all of us. So why wouldn't we want to celebrate her sort of wins and that sort of thing? Because if she's getting people interested in The Sims as a thing that they want to watch on YouTube, then isn't that a good thing? I think it's a good thing. Listen, it's probably our accent. Yeah, I know, right? It's like listening to the Kiwi accent for any length of time. It's just like, ugh. Although I feel like we're down on our own accents more than anyone else. What's deleting? Did something delete from my laundry somewhere? Do I have a laundry? Where did those bottles come from? Yeah, but I know what you're saying. It's like the accents. It's just like, is it off-putting or is it a nice thing? I don't know. It's probably a little bit of both. I'm really confused about where this came from. Oh, was it up here? Oh, okay. Weird things are being deleted in weird places. I don't know what's going on. Change one thing that changed something else somewhere else. So yeah, it really could be just our accents. Luckily, some people seem to like the Kiwi accent. I don't get it myself, but they seem to, which is all good. Glad they do, because it's good for us. Ugh, no. I have a quite thick Northern English accent, so I'm always surprised people can understand me. Oh yeah, I'm the same. I just like some words I say, and I'm just like, people are not going to understand what on earth I'm saying. It's just like some words are really hard to really enunciate in the Kiwi accent. I feel like sometimes. So it's just like, yeah, it is what it is, though. Sometimes I find personally myself it's hard to watch certain simmers for their accents, so I can either sit on mute watching their videos or just look at the pics they post. I'm not like not one that's too fussy with accents, but sometimes they can be a little hard to understand, and you're just like, oh, I'm having trouble following along for whatever reason, and that's a shame. But yeah, it is just one of those things. I mean, yeah, I love Kiwi. I love Rainbow's accent as well. I've been on her streams a few times, and I love her accent as well. I didn't have any troubles with it, but I feel like Kiwis and people in the UK and stuff, our accent kind of derives from the UK sort of side of things, really. So that's probably not a surprise that we don't really have so much issue because we've got such an English background, don't we? And as far as our accents and stuff go, because we've got a bit of English happening in there, as you do. I don't know if I like this at all. I don't think I like it. I'm doing a different kind of fireplace. Na 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 na. Bye bye fireplace. Changed my mind. Let's do something else. Different fireplace. Sometimes there are accents that annoy me. There are just a few I can't, but if they do a tutorial, sure, I will do volume. Yeah. Yeah, I get that. Because sometimes it just kind of grates on you in the wrong way or just hits you the wrong way. So it's just, it's hard to do it for any length of time, I think is really what the thing is. Some you can only sort of do for short bursts as such. And that's fine. It is what it is. But if anybody can put up with me, then good on them. That's what I say. You guys are brave putting up with good old little Velvet over here. Not working for me. Not working for me whatsoever. What do I want to do? maybe. I wonder if I want to do like a little bookshelf on either side. Like the Casanova cave shelves might be quite nice on either side. Maybe I can do it like a little inset fire or something. Casanova cave. Where are your shelves? And do it like that. And then that way it just means I don't have to worry about combining, oops, the wallpapers. I can have whatever I want behind. There we go. What colours we got? White and white. It's a lot of white, but maybe we can go off-white. Let's go with white. Fire things. We can have like little things there. And, oh, we can do a TV up above that fire as well. That could work. Do you like the new base game fireplace? I do like the new base game fireplace, actually. It's nice. And you know what I also like with the base game fireplace? I also like that we get the rug with it, and that we can have like a brick rug in front of it if I can find it. It actually, when they first did that update, I didn't even notice that rug until I was building something else a bit later, and then I was like, oh, that's so useful. You know, being able to have like a bit of a brick in the ground, without having to do a whole swatch of it, is just, that's fantastic. I'm there for that. I don't know. I kind of feel like I want to maybe go like a little bit creamier. Like we've got like quite a lot of white there. And also that I want to move this all the way along. It's just looking a little bit odd like that, but that's all right. We can fix all that. All fixable. Yes, I absolutely love that they gave us this rug and that fireplace. Just all of these items that we've been getting in base game, just to modernize our base game selection is just absolutely fantastic. I love it and I'm there for it. And I want more of it because I'm a greedy little girl. I don't even care. I will call myself greedy. I know it. I know I am. It's fine. There we go. It is so nice. It is. And just the windows that we got, the bathroom tiles as well, the fact that we got some carpets. I mean, that's amazing. Yeah. So many good things about... I'm going to put like a little cat thing, because that's very me. Cat TV. I haven't used that cat TV much, and I was so excited for that when it came out. And it's just like, I haven't used it enough. But I love it. It's awesome. Okay, so we've got like a stereo there. We'll do, I think maybe some books. Put some books in there. Yes. Booksies. Love it. I know a carpet that actually looks like carpet and isn't in horrible colours. I was so happy for that. It was just like, oh my gosh, It's like the heavens opened up and a spot of sunlight came, just like, wow, actual carpet. Oh my gosh. And I think the thing with that is that I'm so used to not using carpet that I forget about it as an option, which is an actual shame because it's actually really nice carpet, but because I'm just so used to avoiding using carpet that it actually takes me having to really just consciously think about it before I will use it. I have to actually go, right, I have to put carpet in. Otherwise it's just like I won't do it because I'm just so used to not having it in my life. So yeah, it's changing my perspective on having carpeted homes. Used to still forget about the carpet. Used to use it all the time in Sims 3. Oh yeah, I think it's quite interesting because I never played Sims 3, so I don't have those little habits that I feel like a lot of builders seem to have taken from between Sims 3 and Sims 4. You know, like they've had these wonderful things that they've had in Sims 3, and like a lot of really good building know-how, and because I feel like the building was quite good from what my understanding was in Sims 3. I was not in the time of life where I used it, or I was into playing Sims at the time. I played Sims 1 a lot. I played Sims 2 a little bit, and skipped Sims 3, and then my friend got me into Sims 4, and here I am, a few years later, doing the do, streaming it live like a crazy person. Nah, streaming is not a crazy person's job. Maybe it is, but who would have thunk it is kind of where I was going with that. Like, who would have thunk I'd be here all those years later and I'm just doing content and doing all this thing. I wasn't even, it wasn't like one of those things where I set out and it's just like, right, I'm going to make Sims content with the Sims game. I sort of fell in love with the game first, and then I just like, watching people build and doing this and that. And I was just like, you know what? I can actually do that. So it took me a while to get around. Like, it took me a good year of just really getting the bravery up to do, to do it, and, get the know-how really up to do it. But, got there in the end. I'll be back in a second. My groceries are arriving, so I'm just getting the kids to get them get them in. They're very good for that. Thank you, boys. You didn't even know about cheats in TS3, so I did a lot of building, but I didn't know a lot of the tricks. Yes. You know what? That was exactly the same for me when I started building in The Sims 4. Because I wasn't part of the community at all, and I feel like being in the Sims community just gives you a whole new perspective on the game, and a whole lot more information that you don't expect at all. And you're just like, what? This exists? What? This is a thing? It's just like, it blew me away. Like, I didn't know about legacy challenges. I didn't know legacies. I didn't know about gameplay challenges. I didn't really know about building cheats, all those sorts of things. Or no, I did learn about building cheats independently, but there was a whole lot of stuff that I just had no idea on. And yeah, it was such a learning curve getting into the community, and all of a sudden, like, finding out all of these things, just like, what? What is all this information that you're throwing at me right now? How do these things exist, and how did I miss them? But yeah, very much my early builds in The Sims 4, zero idea of cheats existing, none whatsoever. And I was building very vanilla. I didn't know about mods. I didn't know about anything. So, it's quite interesting how much of a learning curve it's been in the last couple of years, just finding out all these things. And I still, to this day, feel like I don't know a whole lot of stuff. I still feel like I'm missing information that, people that have gone through the whole, the whole franchise, Sims 1, Sims 2, Sims 3, Sims 4, and, have all that lore and have all that knowledge. And it's just like, I'm still finding things out all of the time about the game. And it's just like, it's such a large, yeah, a large amount of information that you need to learn about this game, I feel like, and I'm still very much learning all of the time. All of the time. You only started sharing your builds because my partner bullied me into it. Well, I mean, she was right about that, though, right? Your builds are fantastic, and, you've got some real talent, so should be saying thank you. Thank you. Thank you for making me share. I think it was just a case of me seeing what other people did with their builds and me going, hey, I can actually do that. And just that was building for me, was that point where I felt like I was good enough to be able to put content out. And I don't, I'm not saying that I'm the most bestest builder in the whole wide world, because I'm really not, but I feel like I'm constantly learning when it comes to building. And and I feel like I'm, over the last couple of years, I've really grown as a builder, and I feel like I'm going to continue to grow as a builder, because you just, you pick up this repertoire of tricks and, ideas, and, you kind of learn things along the way. And yeah, and I feel like, you can only get that through growth and experience. And hopefully I'm going to get like a lot more growth and experience as I go along. That's my plan. You never know, but that's my plan. She kept telling me to share them, and then said I should stream. Yes. Oh, she was right. She was right. Definitely a good idea, because I mean, it's just. This is going to sound bad to say, but sometimes you see some builds and stuff out there, and you're just like, and they're getting thousands and thousands of views, and you're like, there must be something there that I'm missing, because you look at the build and you're just like, there's not much there. It's pretty simple and basic, but I feel like it's not necessarily always about the build. It's about the connection with the builder, if that makes sense. So a lot of the popular builds and stuff, it's all very well and good, in the sense that it's just a basic build and stuff, but it's not all about that. I feel like some builders are just so good that it is all about that. They don't have to have a personality, or they don't even have to say anything on their videos. They can just have music and this amazing build, and that's enough for people just to go, wow, I want to see more of this. And then there's other people where it's more all about their personality, and how that, and then it doesn't really matter so much what they build. It's just about spending that time with them and building it with them, and that experience with them, if that makes sense. And I feel like going back to Little Simsy, so we're just rotating back around to that, but I feel like in a way that's kind of what the case is with Little Simsy. It's about that connection with her as a builder, rather than her skill as a builder. Like, she's fine as a builder. Absolutely fine. And, she does the odd nice build. But, is she a Kate Emerald? The answer is no, she's not. She's not a Kate Emerald. But, that's not what people watch her for. If that makes sense. You for sure feel like you're behind sometimes. You only started playing in 2023. And you for sure, I noticed reshade touching up pictures made a big difference. Yes. 100% agree with that. And it shouldn't, but it absolutely does. Just making the builds look amazing via reshade. It's just elevating builds. It's not really it's not changing your build, but it's elevating builds and just letting people see it in a different light than what the Sims light gives you. And it really made a difference. I noticed that as well, in terms of just people paying attention to my builds, when I started using reshade, because I was kind of determined in the beginning to not use it. But then I just sort of would see that all the lovely builds on social media, and just how amazing they looked with the reshade. I'm just like, oh man, I'm gonna do it. And then I did it, and it was worth it. It shouldn't make a difference, but it really does make a difference. And it is what it is. I mean, people like to see pretty things, and fair enough too. I like to see pretty things, so why not? Ooh. Yay. So yeah, I get that. It's like, I've seen people put out some pretty simple builds on social media. Not bad to build, just very simple. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's like, it's not that they're bad builds, they're just really simple. And they get so many likes. I know, I see the same thing. And I'm just like, I'm staring at it going, this is just a really simple build. Like, I know, because, I'm a builder. I can see exactly what they're doing and how they're doing it, and, the whole thing. And it's just like, this is really simple. Would have taken them, 1 to 2 hours max. And they're getting, thousands of likes on it or whatever. And you're just like, you build this like giant complicated house, and it's just like, you get a few likes on it. It's like, I don't understand. But it's not about that. It's about that connection to the builder. And, it could be the fact that, these people have been there and they've been in that community and they've built their community over years as well. And as far as content creation goes, I'm relatively new, right? I'm just coming up to my 2nd year birthday on my YouTube channel on the 1st of May. So that's what, next week. So yes, I get it in a way. Just like you look at them, but it's not the whole picture. When you look at a build, it's just not the whole picture. So it's quite intriguing. It's a whole intriguing world out there in the content creation things. It's just trying to understand it sometimes does your head in, and it really just knocks your confidence around as well, because you look at things, you go like, oh man, I really do suck. And I think we all sort of go through that imposter syndrome sometimes. I don't like that there, don't we? It's just one of those things we have to battle with as a content creator, and I'm sure absolutely everybody goes through that whole imposter syndrome thing. It's just like, oh man, nobody's gonna watch my stuff, that sort of thing. But I feel like we're all here for a reason, and we are all good enough, really. You know what? I think that's all I want to do. I feel really happy with how this has all come together. My chimneys disappeared again, I swear. Oh, chimneys. They're my arch nemesis. But, the only thing you can do is just keep plugging on and keep building, you're building your community. It is hard. It is it is hard when you're in a content space. It's very different from if you're just sharing bits and pieces on social media, versus when you are trying to build channels and followers and subs and all that sort of thing. It really is different. It messes with your head a little bit, gotta say. You go through ups and downs with it all. But having a really good community of people around you really does help. But that takes time to build. So, when you're just starting out in the world and, of content creation and stuff, it's genuinely so hard. And I get why people quit so early on into the content creation, side of things, because it is difficult. It's not an easy thing to do at all. Isn't this so cute that he's doing his laundry? I think that's adorable. Yeah, Sims, I don't understand sometimes why Sims does the things Sims does, but Sims does it. So there we go. All right, guys, I'm going to wrap things up there. I finished my build. I'm going to play test this and just fix it up, little bits and pieces off stream, I think. But overall, let's go take a wee tour of what we did, because I'm really happy with how this came out, and hopefully Nis will like it too. No. There we go, some pretty lighting. Also learning things along the way when it comes to content creation, like learning how to make like pretty lighting and stuff in your game, and just how to use mods to do these basic things where we should have pretty lighting anyway and we don't. It is what it is. But yeah, I'm really happy with this. I'm going to take a wee tour of the inside. I think we've looked at the outside a couple of times. And I'm sure there's always, do you find like when you're taking photos of builds, that you notice, like as you go inside, you notice how things that you missed. Like I know I'm just realizing right now that I've forgotten the ceiling, for example. So I'm going to add in like a ceiling, and I have to check that I've added the mailbox and the rubbish bin. Those are things that I quite often miss as well. But I think this is pretty. I think this will like this, and it should be nice and playable as well. And that door's flipped itself. It's all sort of the blues and whites and all that sort of thing. TV, and it's like, we've got a game table. It should be good for family. It's really pretty. Yeah, I always notice stuff in tab mode as well when I'm sort of touring around. I kind of half feel like this room needs to be changed to blues. But I'll have a look at that. I'll just see what this wants. But it just kind of really stands out as being very different from the rest of the house, which is a problem. I feel like it needs to be more cohesive. Even though it is a kid's room and you can go bright on the kids' rooms, I feel like a blue bright kind of room would be better. Oh, I forgot about that cute little nursery. It's adorable. But I think it should be nice and user-friendly for players, and that's kind of the idea. It's something that I've always advocated in my builds, I think, is trying to make it as user-friendly as possible for for players as well as making it look pretty. It's a fine balance to try and, try and achieve sometimes, but, I think I kind of get there most of the time. Not always a winner, but most of the time I think it's pretty good. And we've got a pretty little bathroom in there. Man, that sleek bathroom kit is amazing, isn't it? Ah! We need to do light switches. We need to do light switches and ceilings. Do we not do light switches? We do light switches. We do light switches, and I forgot them. I always forget them. Also, I've got a big blank wall over there I need to fill. Hang on. And there. Okay, well, that's a list of things that I need to fix when I do the bit of playtesting and make sure everything's accessible. But yes, I think it came out pretty well. So I need to add light switches, and I need to do the ceilings, and I need to check everything is accessible, and I need to put a picture on that wall, and check the landscaping over. Mental list. Done. All right, guys, I'm going to say a big thank you. I'm not going to be back on Friday. I normally stream on Fridays, but because of Anzac Day here in New Zealand, I will be having the day off because it will be a family day at home, as is the way with all of my public holidays here in New Zealand. I will not be streaming. So, yeah, this is the stream to take that place. And, yeah, I will be back next Tuesday, and we will be doing a bit more of Build My Shell Vel. So for that shell challenge, we were working on a wedding venue. So it's a pink and green wedding venue built from a shell by Lost Time Machine. So that's what we're going to be working on Tuesday. Going to be finishing the interior of that because I think the exterior is done. We just need to work on the interior. And we're going to go for like a bit of a Mediterranean style build. I don't love the roofing in this picture. I might change that. Anyway, other than that, you guys have a fabulous rest of the week. I'm going to go hang out with the kidsies. And I'll probably finish this build a little bit later. I'm going to go and save it right now. Just make sure I haven't lose anything. And just a pro tip, make sure that you always save your lot to your library before you save the game outside and like exit the game. Because the amount of times that I lose builds when I exit out, or that, I could have lost builds when I exit out because, yeah, the game crashes or whatever on exit. So always save to your library before you save up here on the dots and go save and exit or whatever. It'll save you more times than you know. Okay, guys, thank you so much for watching. Thank you for being here, and you guys have a fabulous day. I will catch you next time around, hopefully on Tuesday.